That's exactly what I'm telling you.
We are live.
Whoa.
Hello,
Nonsense.
YouTube.
I don't know about that.
YouTube, what? This is Joel coming at you for Custom Grow.
If you haven't yet, check out the D&D with Only Men short that was posted just a little bit earlier today. Drop a like,
We
hit
love
subscribe. We
Much
love
like
men
us.
here.
It's not wrong.
Alright.
Looking for maps, custom content, homebrew, and more? Go ahead and follow Patreon's Play More Maps.
Claymore.
Finish the plug, you're good.
Well, if anyone needs like an engineering internship, you know, like let me.
Oh my god.
Does anyone else have
I
anything
just
else to plug?
graduated. I had a 3.0 GPA. I'm
Yay.
ready to work.
Please give me a job.
I'm hoping someone comes to me though. I'm just like hoping someone comes to me, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that's the right attitude.
Ken, we've heard so much about you. A leader of the fencing team and vice president of the Dungeons and Dragons Club. We'd like to.
Wait, okay, actually, that's pretty impressive. Come on.
John, you're listing off things that are impressive. Please stop.
Go on now, John.
Okay.
Last
So,
time.
welcome back
Why
to
not?
Tragedy of War. This is
Dun dun dun.
session 28. We're almost at 30 already. It's pretty wild.
Doing it.
Whoa.
God, I am a dick. Anyway, let's go.
Where is this coming from?
John's just reflecting on the past 30 seconds of conversation.
Reflect silently, goddammit.
I really can't separate that part of my personality from myself. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, Dad.
It's just who I am.
I'm completely lost.
I'm just.
Last time on Tragedy of War.
Dun dun dun.
Christ.
The session began with the faithful few stumbling upon two large primordials in the icy bluffs of Bedlam. The primordials had apparently abducted Captain Klaus and captured Consul Corinth during his attempt to rescue the pilot. When the primordials realized that the party was watching them from the bluffs, one of them slinked off into the cold waters, and the other went to investigate. The party used this moment to prepare themselves for the fight to come. Some initial blows were traded. There were some initial blows traded, if you know what I mean, Mike. And then
Blows?
Consul Corinth attempted to banish one of the primordials to help even the seemingly insurmountable odds placed before the party. Thankfully, this worked. Meanwhile, Captain Klaus threw his trademark steel feathers from the sky, helping the party to remove Gwar in flyby passes whenever he could. As the party worked their way through the fight, one enemy at a time, they came to find that these primordials were somehow different than others they've seen or heard about in passing. These primordials spoke, though much of what they had to say was lost in their cryptic speech. After a hard-fought victory, the party regrouped with Captain Klaus and Consul Corinth, who were relieved to see them. The party explained the very dire situation back at the ship to Captain Klaus, who seemed confident that his crew would follow what he called crash landing protocol. Evidently it happens.
Not.
The session ended with the party investigating the icy coastline, and Captain Klaus scouting for some potential shelter to use before the journey back to the ship. Okay. Switching scenes.
So we did not understand anything the primordials.
Well, we understood a few things.
We understood a few things, but canonically, did we understand anything?
We understood the faithful few.
They identified you as the faithful. There's that, and then yeah, they did say some other things, but it was kind of, cryptic.
Okay.
I can find the lines later and send them to you guys.
Okay.
But yeah, your impression after that combat isn't like, wow, I know so much about the primordials now. It's more like, wow, I'm still kind of a little concerned. Oh, where did all the player characters go?
Don't need them.
What happened?
Exploded.
Roland?
What happened? Did you lose your balls?
Is
Hey.
that what he says?
Who turned the lights off?
I don't know what. I forget what the Joker says. He says,
Ouch, my balls.
What's the matter,
Thank
you
you.
guys?
I think he did say that. He said something about balls.
I think he did say
Definitely remember
balls.
something about balls.
I don't think he said lose your balls. That's too
About
too much of a
balls?
joke. There's no way.
Oh, he
Too
did say
much
that
of a
though.
joke.
I remember he said balls.
He said something. I don't think it was balls though. I have a hard time believing it was balls.
Can we just get a short of every single time we say balls stitched together?
Sure. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
go through every vibe.
Someone get on that.
All right, I'm looking up the scene. I need to know.
Yeah, please let us know. Did I forget to put anyone on the board? I went through all the folders, I think. Everyone should be
Well-
able to see.
I can see. I can fight.
Okay. And I'll re-put the primordials on the board, I guess. It looks like I deleted. Oh, it was probably for the thumbnail, and then I forgot to.
Ah, I have it. He said, "What happened? Your balls drop off." So he didn't say
That's what
lose
he
your
says,
balls. Lose your
yeah.
balls
Yeah.
is too the balls drop off. Now that is very literate. Thank you, Mr. Joker.
Okay.
That is much more eloquent.
Close that. Oh wait, I have to drag the other
What
guy out.
happened? Your balls drop off.
And
Professionals have standards.
as standard. You guys ever seen that video?
I don't believe so.
All right, primordials are on the board. Dead, of course. There's the
Lovely.
ambiance.
I'd like
So-
to harvest their bodies and use the acidic water to make super batteries.
Ooh.
Roll intelligence. Very well. Okay.
He simply
Oh
said,
20.
shit! It's dirty.
Dirty 20.
I invent the battery.
it's canonical.
So
Who needs dark vision? Not us.
they're So yeah, Captain Klaus has just flown off into the night. Kind of pretty
Wait,
soon
what?
after
He flew
you.
off.
He said he was going to scout
Oh.
for shelter, but it is pretty soon after you just saved him. So it's kind of like, all right, well, hopefully he doesn't die. You guys were there to
Fuck.
save Consul Corinth anyway, right? So, did you add a light, John?
I did because the battle's over, so
Yeah.
making it a little bit
Good
easier to see.
yeah, no, good idea.
Go DM stuff.
So anyone who is taking time to look around this area or loot something or whatever, feel free to make an investigation check. As
I'm
the
looting
fight
the guar off their
is
dead
over.
bodies.
Yes, there is
I'm
a lot
looking-
of guar.
Can I
I'm
also
looking
heal
for
myself in this time?
anything.
You can, Katsu, yeah.
With I'm gonna use the rest of my key. So I'm gonna use one of them just to give myself health in case I know one of them blows up. And you never know.
Just in
You
case.
could
I'm just
Look
gonna use
around
my
and-
portent value 14 and then add the 4 for investigation on there. So we'll just get
I'll go ahead and make an investigation check.
18.
Thank you, Khanek.
I'm looking for anything that's just physical and not the
What'd you
glory
say, John?
itself.
Dude, these disadvantage
Thank you,
checks are
Khanek.
crazy.
It was because you typed 18 from Khanek, so it zoomed in on Khanek.
You're welcome. Fuck you.
Fuck
Alright.
you too.
So, well, let's see here.
Everyone's at disadvantage still, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I rolled investigation prematurely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see what the highest. Well, let's start with the lowest. Rolland?
Sir?
Rolland, I think, yeah. Rolland, you, yes, to everyone, including Rolland, the Guar would be very obvious, as it's still kind of like, unless it catches on the rocks that are kind of in the bluffs, or, it's basically just gliding on the snow slightly, like it's almost kind of always moving, you know, just even if it's very slow, but since it's on a slant, you know, it's kind of sliding down, toward the sea, from this guy here. It
doesn't
is
look
still
like alive,
it's,
does it?
No. Kind of just looks like gravity is doing its thing.
Okay.
This guy was taken into the water by Brelikk.
Brelikk, that's right.
And
Oh, did Matt ever hear that?
Yeah, did you
he
hear
did.
No,
about
I,
that?
I saw I
showed
saw
him-
the I saw the clips. Yeah,
showed him the
I
clips.
appreciated that.
So actually, technically, this guy is more like in the water, and you know, you can definitely see guar, like a lot of guar floating there, but it's kind of, you know, yeah, like dissipating over the water. So if you wanted to try and grab some from that, you could. But otherwise, the one that's sliding down the cliff sides are also up for grabs. So that's what you would see, Rolland. And obviously there's lots of knocked over trees, you imagine, from the primordials passing through this place.
Like, no gold pouch.
Yeah, you find a cheese wheel and 50 gold.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's just like Adventurers League, roll off a loot table, guys.
No.
We love Adventurers League.
In this case, with the primordials, these ones, I guess, you would note that there are like some tentacle-y things on them, like more
I did notice that when they were telling
alien,
us.
more alien-like, I guess you could call them.
Beautiful.
You know, the other ones.
This is
that
the
you-
first time Roland has
Yeah,
seen, though.
right. And all of the ones up to this point, just for out of character, they've been kind of growing in size.
Oh, fuck.
And
These are considered gigantic creatures, right?
they're
They're,
huge right now.
They're 3x3
Or
right now.
so large is 2x2.
Yep.
Huge is
Huge is
3x3.
3x3.
What is
Yeah,
gigantic?
4x4.
Yeah.
We
Are
don't
there any
play by the
5x5
rules.
creatures?
There could
That's
be.
I think it's
No.
gargantuan.
Yeah, like dragons.
Gargantuan is
Gargantuan.
4x4. There is no 5x5 in Raw, but
Okay.
Is there
so
I
actually?
mean, use your imagination.
correct.
super gargantuan,
Hyper gargantuan.
Colossus
Mega-
size.
mega
I love it,
gargantuan?
You
yeah.
can do whatever
Colossus
you
stuff.
want. If
Let's
I thought
homebrew
there
our
was a
own
5x5.
size table.
I'm on it.
Is there really not a 5x5? I thought there was.
No,
super
it's
gargantuan
not.
2,
Huge.
It stops.
Most
Uh,
maps are
early on.
usually only 4x4, Matt.
ultra
Yeah.
gargantuan
Gotcha.
instinct.
No, I'm kidding. I don't. I guess most D&D maps actually aren't that big, though. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
have you fighting against anything bigger than a Terrask?
But outside of the primordials, you know, that's kind of where your gaze is drawn to most. But you do note that some of your other party members kind of move off in different directions to see what they can find. For example, assuming you're not interested in the Guar,
Well,
I'm dying.
do I have any glass on me, Harry? I don't think any of like the basic equipment comes with anything made of glass, right?
Yeah.
Good thing I have glass. For
I have a
mine.
health potion, but I don't want to dump out the health potion.
What
just to-
happens if you mix it, Cannon?
Yeah,
Guys, I'm an
what
alchemist.
happens if you fill an alchemy jug full of guar?
Roland, the science guy. Roland,
Surely the alchemy
Roll,
jug will not
lid,
be damaged
roll,
by this.
lid, roll, lid.
All right, I just need.
Oh wait,
Copper,
we filled a honey pot full of
aluminum.
guar, guys. Guys, we use
Yeah.
the honey pot to collect
Fuck
guar.
off, Jack.
No, we can do it. We can do it, and then we regen the honey the next day.
What happens?
Is that? I mean,
What happens?
No,
if the
no,
honey...
Parker, he's gaslighting.
No.
Yeah,
Wait,
no, I
He
don't
just
think it's gonna
he
work.
just wants a fucking alchemy jug round 2.
hear me out though. What happens if we fill the bottomless jar of honey with guar and it
Exactly.
refills?
Matt, no, shut
Exactly.
Matt.
Cannon's like,
stop.
no, stop, Jack's
The
doing
last
it
time this
again.
happened, I
No.
lost my alchemy jug.
No, don't listen to Jack. He's gaslighting. No.
You guys are like, oh, maybe it's different this time. The way I see it here, it'd be like, you were dumb enough to do it twice. You're losing the honey pot.
yeah. Time to punish.
But Cannon, hear me out. You could experiment with your artificer ability, your engineering, to create some kind
Engineering. I hear
Look at
this
this.
more powerful
Can
than
we zoom
magic.
in on the Cannon facial expression
The
right now?
fact, the fact that healing honey heals, I would imagine that we
Right.
would create some sort of monstrosity.
Or you
because
could
the-
create a cure to the primordials.
Or
It
die.
would be kind of cool, innit?
You're
There's
telling
so
me
many
that
options here.
you're telling me that there's some kind of disease that that there's something wrong with them just being themselves.
Well,
Yeah,
I
this
didn't say
entire campaign actually is about self-acceptance.
Fuck.
Okay.
damn, that's
Stop
deep.
fighting, guys, and love yourself.
Ha 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 ha! Totally a joke. Okay, so
I'm gonna
Wait
eat
a
this
minute.
chicken
So
nugget,
do I get my
you know?
guar? Do I get my guar?
you get your guar. How many flasks would you like to fill, Khanek?
As many as I can, which is the
Yeah, how
two
many
that I
do you
went
have?
down.
Okay.
I had the 2 flasks that went down after using 2. I have 2 left, and then I did 2 additional flasks that are now empty. So.
Yeah. You
Roland will
you,
yeah, go ahead.
you sting your fingers, you know, a little bit each time, but you do so. You're able to wipe it off on the snow, and
Damn, Negotiator had a lot of guar flasks.
yeah, he just took them all to
Yeah.
Haven. And he's dumping them on people,
damn
dumping it
it.
on their brains.
Yeah, you
He's-
should have metagamed
yeah,
and tried
why
to sell
not?
it to the party.
Right now. All right.
I had Negotiator travel to Bedlam, place them in this innocuous bluff setting so I could grab them on the rock shelf here.
Yes, just like Misk.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
So
Misk is a rat. Misk is a rat.
Kev
Misk is
and
a
Katsu,
canon character.
you kind of, move up through the, I guess you could call it the coastline, and through these trees, Kev, you remember seeing kind of like this small, what do you want to call it? Like the aftermath of something that happened a very long time ago. Looks like a rowboat kind of docked on the shore, and then up, on the rocky bluffs right next to the rowboat, is a skeleton buried in the snow, and a couple of cargo crates that are frozen and battered, off to the side. But the skeleton is still, wearing some of its clothes. And it's wearing like, fur, hat, jacket, and boots as well. And Katsu, you are in this place with him as well.
Okay. More loot.
So Kev is up here as is.
I would
Gotcha.
avoid the body and go through the crates.
I will purposely look at the body.
Are you here?
Yeah, he just dragged us since we're all here.
Yeah,
Khanek,
I filled
you're filling up your guar,
filled my
buddy.
t-
You're filling
Filled
up
my
your
2 glasses of guar.
Mhm.
I'm not afraid of burns. Look at my character. He's fucking burned already. Now, let's take a look at this dead. Hey, you guys can have the crates. I'm just
Get
here
the
for the
fuck
dead
out
body.
of
Oh, I was
here.
gonna
No.
you know, I'm
You
getting
guys
great.
have these
Jack,
loot
you
crates.
are-
I'm here for
you-
the dead
you
It
body.
was funny because I think we had a conversation like 2 days ago. Is Jack like a loot whore? And we're like, no.
I'm here for this dead body. All right, you guys take the loot crates. I want the. I need to examine this dead body. See what's going on.
Right,
all
right,
right?
right.
We need to see how this man died. How long ago he died. If
I'll figure
he
it
died
out,
from
don't
natural
worry.
I mean, I was going to help
Kevin-
examine it,
are
but
Kevin
instead of giving
Katsu-
the help action,
Kevin,
no, I'm going to do that.
Are Kevin
Can I get the
Katsu
help
in
action?
character? Okay, yeah, you can give him the help action.
I was going to give the help action for examining it, but then I see you get defensive, and I say, "Oh no, fine,
He's
I'll
like,
just go look through
no,
the crates."
this is mine.
And then I go to the crate instead. Make it clear I intended to help, but instead went to the crate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Very sarcastically as Katsu walks by.
Oh, fine.
Fine.
So, in one of these crates, there's just pouring out the sides of one of them is blue dust.
No.
And one of the other
No.
crates.
Not more Vidalcan cocaine?
I hate Vidalcan.
A whole crate of Vedelkin cocaine.
I think Khanek hates Vidalcan more than Negotiator did.
Pog.
And next to the other crate, it's kind of tipped or like, smashed open, and you don't see anything in it. But when you step near it, your foot, kind of sinks into the powder a bit from the snowstorm and or from the the light snow that's not falling, and your foot makes contact with like a rock, what feels like, beneath the snow, and you push the snow aside and you see that it's a piece of streak stone.
Oh, damn. That's fucking good.
Khanek, may I ask what everyone's doing with that after I go through all you? Khanek, you are at this dead body. It's a very fluffy person, a very fluffy skeleton with lots of
The bones are
things that would theoretically keep them warm. You don't know what was the cause of death. There don't appear to be any. I mean, I guess in the art it looks like his entire body was shattered, but
Yeah, this looks less like a remaining body and more like a like just bones left over from an animal feast.
Yeah. The boots catch your eye as they have these little soft, fluffy balls on the end of the laces.
I'm sorry.
So there's the blue powder, the streakstone, and the boots. Would you guys like to try and take any of those?
How common is streakstone?
Not common.
Like,
You
you're
should
just a
take it. It is
guy.
very good.
It is
gives you
very
plus.
good.
So
It gives you
history
plus.
check, Kev.
Very good. Ask your guy, Kev.
Ask your god.
Have we interacted with
Kev, just be
Stone
like,
like this group?
I have no idea.
This group has not interacted with Streakstone.
We
The
saw
previous group did.
Streakstone before when we landed. We were talking to man
was-
in the.
Also the caves, right? The
Yes.
caves with the ghosts.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
also in the cave. I wasn't there
Yeah.
for that session, but I remember us talking about it just before.
Yeah.
So Khanek and then Katsu, I guess, also roll history, and we'll just say that these are checks for like everything that's in this area, because there's the.
Who actually stepped on? Who discovered the stone?
I'll say you stepped on it, Kev.
I'm using lucky.
I'm assuming I know nothing about it. I wouldn't make any mention of it, and I would leave it. It's just a rock.
and then it's kind of still like you pick it up and then you drop it and it's just back in the powder of snow, just like disappears.
Be wary, Kev. That is a magical trinket of great importance.
As he drops it into the snow.
You may want it for our journey onward.
It's a rock. What does it do?
Oh my god.
Khanek,
I'll pick it back up.
out of character,
Fucked.
it is what the half-orcs of Heritage are known to mine. It's their primary resource, and before them, the dwarves, it was their primary resource. And they use Streakstone to make the Warforged.
It is not in my expertise, but seeing as they rolled an 18 in intelligence, You may bargain it off to someone more knowledgeable in our party, like Brelikk. You may understand more. It seems to be his people's specialty. And in return, something from him, perhaps.
Okay. I like the way you think.
Okay. All right.
Katsu, you're looking at the crate, and yeah, you with what Khanek and Kev are talking. Khanek, we got the KKK over here. Katsu. Hey, I didn't pick the pointy hat character portrait, okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Katsu, you listen in on this conversation, and yeah, you're in agreement with Khanek, but then also this dust that is before you, you know it to be astral dust, and it is part of the Vidalcan's, I guess you could call it export, and it's not something that is seen outside of Destiny, usually. Looks like whoever this guy was might have been trying to make off with some, but he's all the way on the other side of the world, so it's very strange.
Khanek
They'll,
sees these this astral dust, and he kind of scoffs at it. And he's Dalkin's astral opiates. I have no need for such trivial magics. My predictive capability has far surpassed that of them.
Astral opiates.
Is it like drugs?
It's like drugs, basically, yeah. It's what they, out of character, it's what, that dude was smoking in his pipe.
It's like, it gives them visions, is like the idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm better because my visions are more profound.
And Katsu,
He thinks.
you know that this comes from the Vidalcan's heritage of being Aetherborn. Apparently, when they were Aetherborn, they could just see the future at all times. Since they shifted to be the Vidalcan, they have used this powder from their time, like it's left over from that time period, and then now they synthesize it or whatever. They use it to do what they did as Aetherborn, effectively. And it, your mic is muted.
Sorry, can I rummage around through the crate, see if there's anything else, and also collect some of the astral dust?
Yes.
Kicking up the dust and...
Yeah, what you can't collect, you snort.
Yes, you collect it in your body.
Mmm, tasty.
Yes. As you're pouring through the blue powder, your hand touches something more solid, and you drag it out with the powder, and the powder rolls off like this perfectly spherical blue stone.
I saw the streak stone they just pulled out and just had the conversation about.
Doesn't
right?
look the same.
Doesn't look the same. I'll try to pocket it discreetly.
Okay, you do so. You can add blue stone to your inventory.
Blue stone.
He's gonna identify it. It's
See,
just a blue rock.
In the past, what I was doing was I was just assigning magic items to you guys, but then I kind of remembered that identify is a thing, and we should probably do that from now on.
Sure.
I love
Sounds
ritual
good.
casting identify.
10 minutes, please.
10 minutes.
Does anyone
please.
actually have it? I know.
Ask the wizard.
We have a wizard?
Yeah, I'll do that when we're
Ooh.
resting.
Yeah.
Um,
Jack has it?
Do you
I'll
take
take
the
off the
boots?
dude's boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if they're magical or not.
Yeah.
Do an
Do you want to
Arcana
roll
check
Arcana?
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make the attempt. Oh fuck yes.
Your impression is that they're very warm and magical.
Nice. I do the thing with the what the hound did, where he compares his boots after that man died. He takes his boot off and then puts this one on his foot,
Puts
and
this,
then I
yeah.
just swap them.
What the fuck?
I swap my boots and I put those on. We'll see how that goes.
Khanek the scavenger. Yeah, so so you're just putting them on.
Yeah, they might be
You die.
cursed. Who knows?
No, yeah, you put them on.
Death.
And
Pretty exciting.
you slip one boot on. It's like the entire right half. We'll say it's your right shoe. Entire right half of your body is enveloped in like this warmth. And then you put the left on and your left body. It's like you're surrounded in this almost like bubble that's just skin tight close to. So even if you're not like covered in some area, it feels covered. You imagine that these are enchanted to somehow fend off the cold, among other things. You're not sure.
Now I wonder how this idiot died. Idiot.
Looks like he just got there too.
Oh, it's fresh. That was mostly what I was trying to.
No, I mean like he
Oh,
just he didn't make it far from the shore,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
or maybe he was trying to leave.
Oh.
Who knows?
Oh.
God damn, I hate all these Bedlam nights.
So yeah, Katsu,
Well,
you have the stone. What do you use to collect the powder?
I don't know that I have.
His nose.
You can always use like a pouch if you have that as well, instead of because it's not guar, it's not gonna eat through it.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my bedroll. I'm just gonna lay it out and then kind of sprinkle dust over it, and just like roll my bedroll back up with some dust.
Man's gonna have some crazy dreams.
I mean, like I have like a water skin and a backpack. I can't imagine I want it all up in my backpack with everything else. So that's the next best thing to kind of contain.
Right.
So right, sure.
Makes sense. Just I guess call it blue bedroll.
Blue powdery bedroll.
Yeah.
Everything in my inventory will one day be blue.
Your bedroll has become magical. Sweet dreams. And then Kev picked up the streak stone. Okay.
Is the powder like used as a drug for people other than Vidalcan? I forget. Like, is there like a black market for this shit?
You did not see, or did you? Not see. Did you saw
Huh? I heard it too.
any of the I'm 90% sure we didn't include that with the black paw. You feel like, oh yes, no, we did. Yes. Kev. Well, shit. What did you get on your history?
I got that one.
Pretty good.
You know,
Kev,
fuck
ask
all.
your guy. Ask your guy, Kev.
Yeah, you know nothing about this blue powder.
Dude, what is this powder? Can we
Hey, you know what
use
this
to
is?
get high?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
In your walkie-talkie. Yo, can you make this into a drink, bro? Ugh.
you could try. You don't know what it is, but doesn't mean you wouldn't be curious.
I have nothing to collect it with.
Your nose.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we might be out in the middle.
It's the good
wilderness
shit.
Without securing shelter yet, but you might as well just get high, you know?
Why not?
The wind is
Katsu,
blowing
You
stronger.
ever seen this shit before? I'm just touching it now. I'm just,
Oh, you know,
I'm fingering
you heard
through
me
it.
talk about the blue shit.
Katsu?
You heard me
Yeah.
talk about the blue shit. You just heard me vaguely say that, like, the...
Oh, he did do
what the
that, yeah.
fuckers, use it. Like, it's some sort of drug that Vidal can use with future prediction.
Oh.
I didn't
Kenan,
very
what the
s-
fuck are you
just
doing?
stop it. Oh, he's using it to go AFK. This is what this fucker's been doing this entire time.
No.
Such a
Okay,
troll.
well,
Disgusting ass motherfucker.
Then,
I
have
did it
you
all
guys
the
ever
time in
used it?
Calcite.
Khanek,
Huh?
you ever use this this powder?
I have no need for lesser beings' drugs.
Okay.
I see the future clearly, and I see the lines that control us.
All right.
Khanek just looks so disheveled. Like when you look, if you see Khanek's eye right now, it's like twitching and shit. Like he just looks disheveled as fuck.
And you didn't get any dust?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
How about you, Katsu?
Have I seen it?
Have
You're
you
asking?
used it? I
have not.
Guess if you used it.
I haven't. No. Are you considering it?
This is, so we find like a bag of weed in the fucking back alley, and we're like, guys, what should we do with it? Oh my god, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Oh God, guys, is this oregano?
You taking it, Kev?
If
I
Roland
don't have,
comes
like, a
over,
pouch or anything.
could I have come over by now, Harry?
I'd say you would have seen them. Yeah, go over there. So
what
you
was
could've-
Roland doing this
could've-
entire
Do
time?
I
He
do
was-
I
don't
know? I was investigating one of the corpses,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Corpse things.
so do I know what this substance is, Harry?
History.
Ah!
Yeah, you have to come back to your computer, buddy.
Yeah, don't roll for him. Just make him do it.
I thought it was just a picture. No, he said
No, yeah.
That's
ultimate-
amazing. Well done, Kennedy. This is the next step of the evolution to be a lazy.
Yeah, now Will just has to do it so he can AFK.
Woo!
One history check coming up.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow. Lucky Cannon.
You know everything
Well,
about
no.
everything in this corner, except why the guy died, probably. But you know. Oh no, the other corner.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, not
yeah.
paying attention
I saw
moment.
it. It just takes a second before because it has to travel across.
Right.
the screen.
Right.
Remember?
It just had to take a second.
Yeah, you would know the powder is an export of destiny, and that other races do use it. In fact, you recall seeing the blue puffs of smoke at some point in the bathhouse when you were walking around with Katsu, but it didn't really register at the time that, it's not important, it's just like ambiance, right?
But I know what the Vidalcan used this for.
Yes. And you would know that probably when Destiny fell, part of the reason why everyone had these visions is because of this dust. Like, when it fell,
Oh,
it just
when it-
exploded
gotcha,
with
it
dust,
spread.
and
Okay, that makes
everyone got smacked in the eyes with it.
I'll walk up and I'll see Mike's character just kind of hovering over the box there. And I'm like, while I won't pretend to know the properties of this substance personally, I don't think this is the time. We're out in the wilderness without a shelter secured. I suggest you remain vigilant.
Kev's like, yeah.
It's a good idea.
Wait, what did I missed it? What did Cannon say?
Just that it's
I
not
said I suggest they remain vigilant and do not take the substance right now.
You're lost, bro.
Okay. I will take off my scarf that
Yeah.
I'm wearing. And I will
Shove
use
it,
that.
shove it into the
I'll
ring.
just shove a bunch
Kev wears a
of, well,
scarf. Canon. It's canonical.
and I'll just shove a bunch of that on there, and I'll bundle it up.
Yeah. So add scarf of astral dust into your inventory.
Sounds like a magic item.
You gotta lace it into the
does,
scarf, you know?
Fuck yeah.
Probably will be by the time you open it again.
All he has to do is come over and take a sniff of the scarf, you know?
Right. All right. Is Brelikk here?
He gets arrested at the safeguard border for drug trafficking.
I know Matt
Imagine.
said verb, but
Safeguard is full of paladins. Of course, he'd get arrested for drug trafficking. Oh, Alex, Will's character is moving and doing
yeah,
stuff.
I brought him over to Brelikk. I don't think Matt's here. I think he.
Let's go back to the ship, boys.
You
We're
need
gonna
the
wait for
captain
the-
still. Oh, I have to pull
Yeah.
Consul Corinth back onto the map too.
Fucking Corinth.
Yeah, maybe we should let the captain see for himself his crew's following protocol.
And as you, huh?
Nothing. I was talking. We're good.
As you all are finishing rummaging through this failed smuggler's run, you hear Klaus's voice coming over the bluffs. He's like, "All right, gentlemen, I've found it. I've found shelter." And he flaps down into the middle of the coast.
Oh, that's
Where?
great.
How far?
Where is everyone? Oh, there you are. Not more
How
than
far?
not more than a 5-minute walk. It's just up a little high on the bluffs. Should do well for a place to
This-
lay our
You
heads.
see what remains
Some
of
sort of
your
cave.
camp.
What'd you say, Roland?
I said, is this some sort of cave in the side of the mountain?
That's exactly what it is. Seems
Perfect.
safe enough.
That'll do.
Did you
And-
see what remains of your crew?
I don't think he went.
To that, I did not go that way. I plan to
We're just
journey there with you all tomorrow.
leaving-
It's at least an hour's journey.
So we're leaving them all to their devices for the night.
I suppose
He
they'll
has
have
faith
to
in his
brave...
crew.
I pull a card from my deck.
Parker, you got
Want
the
me
tarot
to-
deck? Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
2 of
Which
coins.
one is that? The coins?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Is it
Did
upside
you
down or is
Is
it
it
right
upside
side
down or yeah?
up? Yeah. I was gonna say.
It was reversed.
Oh, it was reversed.
Oh,
Ooh. A reverse coin. I see. Let's just say this will not be fortunate for those left behind. I expect there to be casualties by tomorrow morn.
Yes, I am sure that there will be. They'll have to brave the cold as we will.
I'm sure as long as they keep burning parts of the ship, they'll stay warm enough. Maybe, perhaps these coins revert to the captain and it losing his ship.
I've never read a card like that before, so couldn't tell you.
It's interpretive.
In the eye of the beholder.
Perhaps for you. For me, it's a matter of the future.
One huffs.
Where was this cave?
Definitely a conversation for another time. I'll show you. And Brelikk, since you're
Quite
back,
cold, yes.
Yeah.
while you're hearing these voices off kind of further down the bluffs, you went to this statue-looking thing,
Mm-hmm.
frozen in the cold. You approach this statue, and normally I would have you roll, but you recognize the form of this statue. It looks like it was made of stone, first of all, and the snow has like iced it over, and snow is falling on it. So this thing is just like gone. It has been torn apart by the elements, basically. One of its
Gotcha.
arms is missing. You note that the arms are stretched out like this, and one of them is just completely lopped off, and it's just resting in the snow. This is a shrine to the bystander.
Mm.
And
Would I notice anything on the statue's inscription, offerings, anything else that maybe surrounds the statue?
Yeah, so
Oh.
in on the right side of the base of the statue, you see a set of scales. As you recall, the scales being like the symbol of the bystander. Huul is his name. And strangely enough,
I had a chat with that guy.
you did have a chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
The one side of the scales has collected all of the snow, and it's completely smashed down to one side. And the other side, even though it's higher off the ground and more upward toward catching the snow, it has nothing in it. And at the base of the statue in front, probably would have been the first thing you noticed, is a sword that's kind of stabbed it into the snow. As if someone left it behind.
Do I recognize the design of the sword?
Make a history check.
Cool.
Oh my
It
god, he's
was
doing the
your
thing.
father's sword.
Yeah.
It
All
belonged
the way out
here in
here?
this frozen
You're cheap.
wasteland.
All the way out here?
Hold
he
on.
died here in this
This
frozen
sword was yours.
Makes no sense. What's the Archon blade doing there?
Funnily enough, Matt, this
Oh.
Oh
sword,
shit!
along
swear
the
to God.
handle, the pommel, and the handle, or the guard itself, you don't, recognize its make or design necessarily, but it is, because you've been using this Archon blade for the majority of the campaign, its style is reminiscent of something more celestial.
So it resembles the Archon blade a little bit.
Right, yeah, and except it's a one-handed, you would note.
Where'd I get the Archon blade from? That was
That was from
oh my god.
Archon Sen, who charged across the
Oh,
front lines with you guys and then died with his sword.
died against the dragon. Oh, it was the NPC we couldn't save.
Yeah.
Oh,
too
that's
early.
where with pleasure came from, and I was
Yes,
With
yes,
pleasure.
it is. Yeah, you got this. You got the
God
Archon
damn
blade
it.
in a session you weren't there. But this one is
Yeah,
here
that sucks.
with what you know about the bystander from having been to Cistern. You imagine it wouldn't be uncommon for people to lay down their weapons as an offering to Huul, as if to resign themselves from the war and stand by. However, you find it odd that it is here at all.
Yo, Matt's gonna dual wield celestial greatswords.
It's a long sword. It's a long sword.
I would like to
I love
pick it
long
up.
swords.
Yeah, you grab the handle of the sword, and you feel as though it's frozen. Could you make a strength check? An athletics check?
Oh.
With pleasure.
God damn it.
It did it. The thing.
I walked right into that one. I gotta grab the lights.
You activated his Matt card.
For the record, you think both the statue and the sword being here are strange. But,
So
yeah.
so far the rolls I have made 14, 11, 14. Cool.
So you... And even if it doesn't come out on the first yank, you eventually pull it out. And you
about
feel
it.
kind of like a chill run through you after you pick this thing up, but the sword still seems intact, impressively so. Like, it doesn't look damaged or anything. It's certainly stood the test of time much better
Celestial quality, baby.
than this
Mhm.
shrine has. And you have this sword now. You can add celestial sword to your inventory.
Nice.
Cool.
And you turn around and Alex is just standing there with his laser trained on you.
Okay. Need something?
He kind of spins his head around as if to gesture for you to follow, and then his body turns with his head, and then through the powder.
Why would his head swivel? Couldn't you just do a?
Harry, would this count as a short rest?
Out here in the cold?
Yeah, no. People were doing
With the frizz?
activities during
No
it.
way.
Oh my
But
God.
I mean,
I'm
you guys
just-
are
yeah,
headed to shelter, so
I just see how
Um,
low Alex is. It makes me worried.
I'm getting a call.
Brelikk is like 1 HP, so
Oh, he's even less. You can't even see the red.
yeah.
I'm not worried about Alex's HP at all, guys.
I don't even know if Will has spells right now.
He probably used all his spell slots, so he
I
needs
don't know
a
if
long
Will's even
rest.
a real person.
He doesn't have Prayer of Healing either, so realistically, who takes that?
Ha.
Am I right?
He does have.
It
no
actually,
spells.
it actually can be quite useful.
Alright, so these guys make their way back.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, Parker?
Well, I have
No.
Song of Rest now, so
No.
anytime we take a short
No.
rest, anytime we take a short rest because of paladin feature, now we heal like for an extra D8 every rest, which is
Oh.
nice.
Take it.
Short rest features?
Short rest features.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't
Or
be me.
D6.
Long rest
sorry.
only, baby.
Oh no, it is D8. Nice.
It's just up this way. Follow me, everybody.
Harry, I've insided this guy before, right?
Yeah.
He just seems very.
Happy go
He
lucky.
does.
He's just a
Yeah.
cunt.
Okay,
That too.
cool.
Tell me how you really feel, Jack.
Telling you how Will feels.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
You guys just don't like birds.
Will hates this guy.
He's a
the
pretty
most.
swell guy.
So yeah, he kind of leads you all back more or less through the path you
Whoa.
came up, except a little bit, off to the side, more kind of up
All
toward
right.
where you guys were, but further up the rocks. And you make your way through some rocky crevices, and eventually you're standing at the mouth of a cave that's kind of just got snow drifts, on either side of it. And the wind is blowing the snow off the ground, icicles hanging from the edge of the maw of the cave, and he flaps and lands on the ground. Like, all this snow is getting to my feathers, making me chilly. Let's head on inside.
Oh boy.
Lead the way.
You
Sounds
couldn't
good.
have said that any sooner.
Sorry, took me a little longer than I thought it would to get here.
Oh my God.
And everyone heads on inside this cave. Immediately upon stepping inside, you don't feel the wind on your person anymore. The biting wind that's just kind of slicing at your skin, what feels like every time it decides to pick up, and your lips being super chapped from being out there for so long. Everyone kind of, it's not much warmer, in the cave, but there's no wind, and generally things seem drier. The ice and the snow in here seems much more frozen, like permafrost, as if it's kind of become part of the inside of the cave. Like you wouldn't be able to dig through it or anything like that.
Can we get a map of the cave, DM?
No, but there are dry spots in the rock and stuff like that. And
But I love ice caves.
Does anyone have the bonfire spell?
Right, because
No.
based on your conversation earlier with Kev, you would know that he's probably doesn't have any. He's used up his ring, I guess you could call it, for the day when you guys crashed the ship.
I have a bit of prestidigitation, I suppose I could use, but I'm using that to keep myself warm. Well, I can make a small area a little warmer.
A small area, as in fire? Are you
So far, just my hands.
okay?
Do we
So
have
none
to
for us.
light things on fire?
Yes.
I
Like a-
cannot.
like a-
Does no one have any sort of fire?
I don't
can
have
try to
fire
use
spells.
Fire bolt.
I
Or
can
fireball.
make wood.
I can use a
I-
fireball in an
as
entire.
far as I can get.
Fireball
I-
does in fact light things on fire. Firebolt does not.
I could fireball.
Yeah,
we
if you're a
really
lame
need fire.
DM.
I used
Also
a
true.
torch, and I
I could
light
s-
the torch using a tinderbox.
Oh yeah,
I'm now warming myself.
Tinderbox!
Do we have a tinder
Oh,
box?
crazy!
the
we all
tinderbox
got tinderbox.
icon
I just
in
saw a
Foundry
ghost.
is like a German grenade.
Yeah, Katsu. It's very cold, so you try to like light the torch, you get a couple like I don't know, it's like several minutes. You just try to, try to start this fire.
I just
But
keep doing it with my wonderfully dexterous monk hand until it starts.
Yeah, but eventually you do get it to start.
Ah!
Use a little bit
Two
of your
lights
fire
on it.
breath just to help out.
Oh, you have fire breath.
Yeah, why didn't you just do that?
Katsu, the Red Dragonborn. Am I a joke to you?
Christ. We said you're talking about fire for like 3 minutes. You could see something,
Was
motherfucker.
anybody collecting any wood, by the way, besides this one torch? Or
Can I use?
I would.
I'll
I
throw
would
in my
like to- I would
torches.
like to
No,
collect-
no, we only need one piece of wood.
Can I use my creation spell?
I grab as much
My
wood as
God,
I can
wait up, this
carry.
you fuck.
Using
I suppose you could use creation.
what is
for that.
creation?
It's
It's a
fifth level
crazy
spell
spell.
or
Yeah.
something.
Creation.
It's a level 6 spell, I think.
Level
Yeah.
6.
Level 5.
Level 5, level 5.
I was right. Yeah,
Fuck you.
a D&D champion over here. Back to back, 5-time winning.
I'll just make
2-time.
however much a 5-foot cube of wood in planks.
Yeah.
Wow, this is great.
Incredible.
A hard day's
I,
work never goes
Usually haven't had
unrewarded.
to rely on, camping magic, I suppose. So,
Oh, cave art. Nice prep, DMs.
nice change
Thanks.
in pace. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna
Whoa.
create a little tent for myself, and you see him start
Whoa.
ritual casting Lumen's Tiny Hunt.
What the fuck?
Disgusting.
Wait, what? Is that
Leave
serious?
tiny hut.
Man,
Yeah,
that's enough for several people. He can provide shelter.
I don't like sharing.
He's a
Very well.
disgusting. leave
I'll
in
share
tiny
with
hut danger.
one of you, since you were so nice.
Wow,
And
how
need to
generous.
help.
Which
Who's-
one?
Who does he?
I suppose whichever one of you feels like you need it the most. I'm non-biased in my decision making.
I would love to take it.
All right.
Kev immediately jumps in.
Oh, I hate camping.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is Kev talking
this
or
invisible dome, and he's like, "Here, come on." He motions you inside, and there's like this
I'll
nice
walk
little.
in.
The one guy who has a ring whom he can go into at any point
Once
already
a day.
used it for the
and
day.
be,
You're gonna use
be
it, though.
safe decides, yes, I need the cozy, nice shelter.
He's got a
Yeah,
limited
most.
uses.
I use it for the day already, so you can suck my balls.
And Kev, as you go
Will
as
it
you
keep
go-
me warm?
Bad those.
As you go inside this tiny hut, you feel the temperature immediately change to about room temp. It's actually quite nice.
Oh, lovely.
Good.
It's okay. I'm feeling quite warm, so I'm good.
There's enough
Yes.
space that would have fit up to 8 people, but seeing as though just the 2 of you are in here, there's actually quite spacious for, laying down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Roland, you watch as
Yeah.
Consul Corinth grants Kev access to this summer home in this cold winter, and you kind of sit back on just like a piece of ice that's in on the side of the cave, and you look to your right as you feel like kind of something touch your shoulder, and you see just like a bony arm just like pointing out of the wall, with this half submerged skeleton in the icy wall. You see like his jaw hanging open as he points outward directly into the tundras outside of the cave. And on the edge, on the tip of his finger, not on the tip, on the bony outstretched finger that he's pointing is kind of like a glint of light.
I'll approach it then, for starters.
Yeah, you kind of are like...
You're right next to it, yeah.
Like, I'm kind of there and like... I just mean like I'll literally get like right up to it.
Yeah.
And, well, first I'll inspect it. Just sort of like...
I'll give it a once over.
You pull the finger.
Like there's something...
You pull the finger off.
Yeah.
And the ring is attached.
He farts.
The skeleton.
I just kind of take
a fart from the ethereal plane echo throughout the cave.
I kind of just like imagine that it's like that it's kind of just like this on like a stick basically.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like
And the ring falls in your hand. It feels warm.
Roland tosses the finger aside.
You want to hold on to the... John, he threw away the magic item.
He threw away the finger.
Can't believe it.
What if that was the most banger magic item in the world and you just threw it away? Like, that's the one ring, and then you just tossed it to the side.
Yeah, so you have the ring, and you throw the bony
The finger was the real prize.
Yeah. And it's just warm, sitting in the palm of your hand.
Okay. I mean, I'll slip it on and try and inspect it on my own. But before that, I just want to look. Was it pointing? The way it was pointing, was there anything in that direction? Or is it just like hitting the wall?
Make a perception check.
Sorry.
Because you remember where it was pointing. But...
Yeah, I mean, the arm is still pointing, but the hand isn't.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Seems like nothing in particular. But
try and phase through the wall.
Could have been something that was there before. Maybe it's not anymore. You're not sure.
Yeah, I'll just dismiss it, and I'll just come back to the group.
You put it on, and similar in description to Khanek, you feel warmth envelop from your hand all over your body. As this kind of copper ring with this orange gem set in what looks like a flame on the top of the ring.
Nice.
It is warming you up pretty good, even in places where you have exposed skin.
And the effect just kind of like starts instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it on.
It's like a butt. It's like a butt warmer in a car.
For like your whole body, though.
Yeah.
Nice. Roland will be like, "Oh my god, I'm so cold," and then come back to the group.
No.
He will like regroup around the fire though and enjoy his all-enveloping warmth.
Yeah. And the fire's going. So Khanek, Rolland, Katsu, and Brelikk, and Alex are all kind of in this area, keeping warm by the fire. And you'd set up your bedrolls in places that seem dry and whatever, and you would just be kind of in this place, kind of near each other more than you would normally be because, warmth and body heat. Maybe there's a little bit of heat radiating off of Khanek and Rolland, but
yeah,
you're all in this place. It is nighttime, dead of night, early morning, as in 2, 3 a.m. And you can just hear the wind howling outside and just your voices or your movements echoing in this cave, in this cavern. Is there anything you would like to do before nap time?
Yeah, I'll just kind of grab my holy symbol and I'll kind of think to myself that as far as fighters go, Rolland thinks he's a pretty proficient one among the ranks of his people, and he says that if his fellow soldiers are fighting against these primordials as well as the other kingdoms, that they're probably not as faring as well as they did. He just tries to think of them as he kind of does his nightly prayers to Aewa.
Yeah. You do so. And as you know, it's right after you had this heat radiating on your ring. You feel as though it's almost she in a way is saving you from this cold night. What's up, Matt? What would you like?
Sorry,
to do?
I was just letting him finish.
Oh yeah.
That's all I got.
Brelikk, heavily wounded. A bit baffling that he would be doing anything, but yet you see Brelikk with the newfound longsword, maintaining and sharpening it.
Yeah.
Before bed, and once he's done, he places it down, kneels down in prayer. Basically asking for permission to use the weapon going forward to aid him and his party in his quest. And then finally, once he's done, he would then start tending to his own wounds right before bed.
Rolland will respectfully just kind of wait for him to finish his prayers, and then he would approach.
And Rolland, you're waiting what feels like a long time for him to finish this.
Okay.
You don't know how long Brelikk typically takes with these rituals, but he is with this whetstone shoo, 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 for probably a half hour. And Brelikk, you're doing this and you feel, you can't help but feel compelled to just keep doing it. When you finally stop, you're you have to, your hand is going to do it again, and then you stop yourself. It was almost compulsive. And you're not sure why, but you see your face in the reflection of the blade, and you just feel very compelled by this blade.
Uh-oh.
And
Not another one of these.
Rolland steps over to
There's always an evil sword in a campaign. More.
I hope this is a good time. I've noticed your combat style is very risky. Throw yourself into danger quite a bit. First with the ship, taking the brunt of that blow, and then here against the primordials, you basically threw yourself at them.
Fan out.
Sorry, fan out.
Fan out.
I wasn't even there for that comment.
I have other methods of doing this, but I think this item might suit you a bit better. And I'll hand him the honey pot.
Wow.
No,
Wait,
Two
you
way to
hand
play,
him the
bro.
honey pot? Doesn't he have the honey pot?
no,
No,
we-
before session, Matt.
before the session, I gave it back because like
Out
I
of character.
realized like out of character
The
I
whole
gave it back
situation,
and everything.
right?
I gave it back because I realized like I heard the whole tale basically.
That is
I
so a
peek my head
wholesome
out.
100, Roland.
I peek my head out. Can I have it?
Roland smacks you, not knock out in your sleep for the
Yeah,
night.
they're like,
I-
you guys would forget because the bubble or the dome is like, invisible, so you guys actually don't see into it, but it's right next to you, basically.
Yeah.
Um,
I just say we got this off of that gang back in the city. I don't even remember their names.
The black.
I don't even remember.
something about paw.
I don't even know who you are.
It seems to. I have a different trophy from that battle, so I'd like you to have this,
I appreciate it.
while protecting us.
Brelikk would then also go into his pack, and he would give you the
An apple.
Now you
I'm,
owe me.
I'm deciding between two magical items.
The celestial sword.
See, John, this campaign's become a magic item trading game.
It's Borderlands now.
I give, and Brelikk would hand you Urjoto's golden fang.
Okay.
Why'd this be?
No! Don't
Shit.
give him that!
I'll make the
Yes.
transfer. No, Matt, no, don't do it. No, I'm kidding.
It's too good of an
No, Jack, don't do sorry.
item!
Breaking Bad thing.
I'm glad you
Where are
got
the
it.
players?
I inspect it. I'm like, it's
You
beautiful.
you get to
What
you
is,
get
what
to
is this?
something that Urjoto had.
He was the
It should
boxer.
give you the ability to.
Where's Cannon? Matt.
It should give you the ability to give our enemies bad luck.
Wait, didn't Cannon also? Oh no, he has the good luck one. Cannon has the
No, he has both now.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
he
have
has both.
Did
You're
everyone
You
fucking.
use
used them
Hey,
twice, it's a
can't-
reaction!
Hey, Cannon.
Yeah, that's true.
You're welcome.
It is a reaction.
Dude, that's actually
so
huge.
I've transferred the honeypot back to Brelikk.
You'll see. I'll put it on like underneath. I only have medium armor on, so it's like
Mhm.
some of it I'm like basically half armored, and you see I have
Yeah.
like kind of like pockets along sort of my clothing and stuff like that, and I'll put it on one of the pockets that's like lining my upper chest. And I say like, thank you. I'll keep it close.
And you're
Ye-
holding just this
yeah.
massive handheld, like you're gripping it like a banana. Like this thing is huge, and it's just a gold.
big
Oh,
banana.
And it's
I
made
would've-
of-
Maybe it goes on the belt then.
It's made of solid gold.
Holy
I would have
shit.
like tied a string to it to make it like a necklace or like something to tie to like the belt or something.
Yeah, I'll just
yeah.
I'll just tie it and then I'll just essentially just attach it to my belt then.
Yeah. Nice. It glints in the low light of the fire.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Either way, Matt, I feel like this will go farther for you too, because like potentially like you'll heal, but then that you take damage at half, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I couldn't find a good reason to use the fang. I wanted to give it to someone too, so I think the fact that you got both, I think it's hilarious.
Cannon.
Well,
Good.
he originally just cut off the paw as like a trophy from the battle. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so the paw was Omha's trophy, and then the fang was Urjoto's trophy,
Gotcha. Okay.
basically. So you have both now.
I'll just say to you, I'm gonna rest up though now.
Mhm.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Boggers.
Katsu, Khanek, Alex.
You,
They never shut up.
I'm having a hard time sleeping myself.
Ah!
Yeah, basically, I was like, when he get in the dome.
Eyes widen.
And so, Brelikk, you get down to rest as much as you cover yourself up by the fire to try and keep warm. It is difficult, but you've had a very rude awakening as you've entered this, since you've left Gale, and you feel definitely tired enough to go to bed despite how cold it is. And you make sure the sword is by your side. Rolland, you do the same. Katsu, Khanek. Is there anything you two would like to do? Alex would kind of just hunker down in the corner and sentinel mode. And go to
I'm
sleep.
good.
Okay.
I'd like to perform.
Who
You can go.
who is supposed to have access to the spectacles of anti-blindness?
Why?
Don't you have those? Or
Because
someone has those.
they're in mine.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
them.
that means you have them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They weren't in my
Whether or
inventory,
not
but they
you'll ever be
yeah.
able to use them, that's a good question.
Yeah. If you have access, then that
Okay.
means you have them, so you can drag them over.
Got it.
The spectacles of anti-blindness.
The ring
I
of
put
no
them on.
banishment.
You gotta check which have attunement though, Canon. Some of
The
these
shin guard of
Yeah,
no
I
proning.
don't. You only have
Oh my
3
God.
attunement slots, so you gotta make
Yeah,
sure.
I know.
The
DMs will give
ventilating
everything-
lungs.
Everything has attunement.
All these
It's
magic
because
items,
it's balanced.
but nowhere to gallop.
I would like, if I can, perform a little like impromptu ceremony in the cave before bed.
Mama
What?
sa, mama sa, mama husa. Yeah.
Say Mosa.
Could I actually? I guess this wasn't a starting item. I meant to talk about it before. Would I have been able to leave the monastery with like typical like tea ceremony items?
Yeah. I would say so.
Okay, it's something that would probably have been pretty common.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You would have had them on your person when you decided to leave.
Okay, I take out like a kettle, put like some of the firewood and some of my torch under it, melt some of the snow from outside, or kind of just scoop it into the kettle, and then begin making some tea. Pull out some leaves and like put them in. Use my fire breath to kind of fan the flames and heat them up a little until the tea is ready. I'll take out a let me see what kind of money I actually do have, because is this a campaign I'm broke for? No, I take out a gold.
Yeah.
I'll take out a gold and I'll just like put it in the teapot and kind of stir it around. Pour out the tea.
Nice.
Pour out the tea, drink it, and then I'll take the coin out and just bury it in the ground and say a little memento in Draconic as I bury it.
That's really fucking cool.
Then I just like pat the dirt above it and put everything away.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make a folder for Bedlam now.
Of magic items,
Yeah.
there should be one.
Just kidding. I think I have access to them.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Once you identify what the items are that you've picked up, like that ring you picked up, Canon, you can call it like shiny copper ring.
Okay, I'll just do that for now.
You can identify it later on.
Can't wait till they pick up the bag of storage.
As Katsu is doing this, everyone gets a little tea aroma that helps them fall asleep, calms them down. Kev, it
Nice aromatherapy.
floats in through the window of the tiny hut. You smell some nice tea, and you kind of bunk down with Consul Corinth. He's got top bunk, you got lower bunk, and is there anything you do before you go to bed?
Nope. Close my eyes.
But if you close your eyes,
You sleep
Snuggle
well
up.
in my humble abode, Kev.
Good night. I snuggle up, you know. I'm assuming there's blankets. I don't know.
No, you're on the top bunk. It's a bunk system, Kev.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's a blanket.
I thought you meant you were
He-
snuggling up to him. And I was
He
like,
would have handed you a blanket.
You spoon.
He's a comfortable man.
Cool.
I bought these while we were in Gale. You may have one. And he's like, he also hands you a blanket as well as some chocolate.
Ooh. That's quite nice.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a man of simple pleasure.
Right. And the night falls.
Hog shoe.
Well, night had already fallen, but you know what I mean. You drift off, and generally throughout the night, you're all kind of waking up occasionally and then shifting. Maybe there's like a gust of wind that bites your toes and you wake up a bit, but generally everything is calm through this night. Katsu, as you're laying on your astral dust infused bedroll,
Oh yeah.
you are shifting in your dream. You never wake up, not even a little bit. You're sleeping
Ever?
for the rest of time. Yeah, no.
you stop
Yeah.
thinking. You don't die. You just stop thinking.
Reroll a character. No.
That's a shame.
You just stop.
You overdose.
This dream is like super deep. Like you're in REM sleep, like big time, and your eyes are flicking back and forth with the dust, like making your eyes bloodshot as you sleep.
The flashbang opening.
Yeah.
Game.
And you are having a sort of very vivid dream of your time in Forlorn. And the dream, you interpret it initially, you think you're, like just a little youngling at the time, a little wormling, dragonborn. But time passes very quickly in this dream. And, at the beginning of the dream, you're just a young wormling, and toward the end of the dream, you're much older, much more venerable Katsu. You have been throughout the world, and now you are back with a new lens of your homeland. And you're stepping down the street to greet the people you once knew in this place. And as you are, you're hearing, you're stopped in your tracks as you hear the sound of another younger dragonborn. What you think is a younger dragonborn going, as he's stepping down the street without a care in the world. And you see yourself in this young dragonborn in some way. And the song that he's humming is one that you knew in your youth, that they used to kind of, for lack of a better term, indoctrinate the young dragonborn into the world. And the dragonborn continues down the street. It stopped you like completely in your tracks as you watch him just walk off into the distance. And the sound of his humming is echoing through the dream, through your mind, as it suddenly awakens you into the real world, and you hear echoing throughout the cave walls, very, very subtly,
Oh my god,
So
you
subtle.
fucker. I can't believe it.
And but Katsu, this is your eyes flick open and you pause for a second, almost like one of those like weird, it's like a weird sleep paralysis moment for a second where you're like not sure if you're awake or you're still sleeping, and you wait for a second as the echoes trail off. And you hear it like clear as day the second time. And everyone else is still sleeping. You feel as though you hear something further into the cave, deeper. You're not sure what time of day it is, but
How much
it's still
further can I
dark
see that the
outside.
cave? How much further does it seem the cave goes without actually venturing within?
Yeah. So outside of the campfire light, with your lack of dark vision, you turn down to hear where the echoes are coming from, and you just see nothing. And
It's creepy.
it sounds
Um,
very, very distant. Like it's you imagine like the real world was affecting your dream a little bit.
Trying to think if I would wake someone up or if I would just go. How rested am I? What
Yeah.
do I feel like my key is returned?
It's been
Yeah, it's Baeon.
If I've taken at
it's
least a
been
short rest.
one day since it
One week
me.
since you looked at
One
me.
week since I looked at me.
There we go.
And the size. I'm okay.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, you would have your stuff back at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a deep sleep for you.
Okay. I would say I go explore it then.
Okay. So
Alone.
you kind of stand
If
quietly.
I'm full health, full key, I will.
Jackpot.
Nice.
I walk further into the cave. I walk deeper.
Yeah. So yeah, you do so.
Grab my quarterstaff and walk forth. It's been an honor.
Yeah, you die immediately. No.
Oh, finally. I want to get
So-
disintegrated like Ock.
You're stepping.
Oh my god.
You're stepping deeper. Do you like the way at all, or do you?
Yeah, I take the torch and relight it as I walk deeper. Seeing as I don't have dark vision. Oops.
Damn, this is some juicy Katsu back.
Yeah, I thought Dragonborn had dark vision. Are you using a
Talking about
Dragonborn?
Do new Dragonborn have dark vision?
I don't think
Pretty
that
sure.
they.
Dragonborn.
I
should
don't
have
think
dark
they gave
vision.
the new ones dark vision.
I feel like they would because Cobalt have
Keep
dark
keep
vision.
going with this, and I'll let you know in a second.
Do
here.
I'm
Kobolds
looking up right now, but
Yeah, they don't.
Aren't kobolds known for caves, or am I just thinking of Klossman?
Base
Are
Dragonborn.
you one of
do not.
the metallic Ravenite?
They do lots of
Jam?
things.
I'm chromatic.
Chromatic.
They are known for being underground,
they do
though, Jack. They
not-
build like
Not have
light
dark
underground.
vision. Wow. Illegal.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Illegal.
Wow! Wow!
None of
That
them
is
have, right?
very illegal.
Oh,
So, would you light the way? Did you say?
I do.
Okay.
With a torch.
You light the way with a. You kind of pull out a torch and you a little bit, and it illuminates a little bit. And
Sorry, I go.
not to your knowledge, but as you are stepping off into the darkness, you can hear like the slight shift of Alix's head, like turning to look toward you as you go, as he remains aware in his sentry state.
Okay.
Warforged.
Warforged gaming.
And you continue further. You continue further and further, and it's not too long before you come across a break in the ceiling, and the ceiling like leads up into, you know, the outside world. You can see snow falling in through this hole through the cave. and there's still the light from the rings, Salus and Luez, shone down through this hole, and the snow, falling. It's very peaceful looking. And in the center of this hole, you see footprints, large footprints, of what look to be what you would, what look to be large, what did I say?
Did I say large?
Large. Large. They're large. They're big. Super big. No. I'm trying to find the word that it is.
Ginormous, gargantuan, humongous.
Yeah. You know
Colossal.
it to be two sets of, so 4 tracks total of primordials. And between, kind of scattered throughout these footprints, you see also one set of very small tracks of a reptilian humanoid.
I hope it's that adorable little
Survival.
Little Survival.
Survival.
I'd like to glean as much as I could from the track.
Yeah.
Do I? Here, I'll first.
Wisdom. Monk moment.
Monk.
moment.
Monkey.
Survival.
It's a +6.
Roll again with advantage. I kind of
Okay.
think that actually this would be something you'd.
Oh, nope.
Wow.
You
It
know
wasn't
this one
meant-
for sure. It's
that wasn't-
actually.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, you see these tracks. You know that they're primordial. And you know the tracks scattered in the middle are of a kobold. But that's all you know.
Did you say it was 4 tracks of primordials?
Yeah, so two sets of tracks. So you imagine 2 primordials.
Okay.
Those.
Okay.
And you're kind of standing before this. It looks as though they must have jumped in through the hole in the ceiling and then continued further into the cave at some point in time. When that was, you do not know. But
Okay. Do I still hear the singing? We'll answer the damn question. No.
So is that a yes or?
I'll continue.
He's not getting that loud. He's not getting that loud.
It's not that big. I continue traveling, but warily.
Yeah.
I'm cautious.
You continue, and eventually you find yourself at the quote-unquote end of the path. However... Oh, shit. Hang on real quick.
Oh shit.
I always thought this was already in the foundry.
Bruh.
Bro, moment.
Yeah, I should add in all of the spells from 5e tools.
Plutonium import is POG.
Alright, look at that shit.
I'll add it in with Harry. Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want there to be pictures on all my stuff, you know?
No.
Oh, it's selfish. I see.
What is it?
It's the plutonium import from 5e tools. I'll tell you about it later. It's like
Okay.
nothing we can do right now.
Yeah.
It is a pain in the ass. Especially just to learn. God.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have to use like coding?
No, but getting it imported in so you guys are able
If
to.
John
do it
had to
was a
use
bit-
coding, he wouldn't.
I would die.
Yeah.
I know how to code a little.
Sort of.
Yeah, John would have a
I
job right
dabbled.
now.
Loggers.
Yo, we've had 4 viewers.
What?
Hello, viewers.
People are tuning in for this shit.
We've had.
Hello, remaining viewer.
I don't even know if he's there anymore either.
It's probably Will. Let's be real.
Hello, no one.
You think Will tunes into D&D? Ha!
He did last time.
I have it pulled up, yeah.
Ha! Lies.
I have to log
Ah!
back in.
Ha!
Sorry, Foundry's making it difficult for me to put this art in.
No worries. I'll test something. Parker, can you hear me down there? Parker, can you hear me?
Yes. Quite well.
Good old times.
Hello.
Hello.
Where the fuck is my fiddling tool? There it is. What's your guys' predominant fiddling tool? Mine's this outlet.
Mine is a
A
fidget
keyboard.
spinner.
My hand.
You fiddle with an outlet, John?
I
fiddle
fiddle with whatever's
it's a-
on my
But Mike
desk.
is saying he fiddles
It's a
with his
DC
cock.
converter. Yeah, that's what he
That,
means. But
that was a joke.
Whoa.
thank you, Mike.
Good joke.
I really wasn't sure.
Okay, there we go. And you come
Come.
to a part of the cave in which
Will said it is me. I'm the viewer.
did it?
No.
Oh shit.
Look at that.
Mm.
Let's
Oh,
go.
shit. Whoops.
Let's
I mean, Will has always
go.
paid attention, is a great D&D player, and is always present. And he's great,
Ah.
very grateful. Will is a
Fuck
grateful
you.
D&D player.
Will's a
Will is
bad
grateful
friend.
D&D
He
player.
was 6 minutes away from me in my apartment, and he did not come to say hi. I know what a kind of person Will is.
Will's a good D&D player.
He's
and
a
good
bad friend.
You think Will was in the city by choice?
You think I want to be here?
You people are crazy.
You think Will was hanging out with a bunch of women from our high school
Nonsense.
by choice?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I guess
Couldn't be
his sister was a woman from high school, I suppose.
Imagine.
Disgusting.
Imagine. Amazing. Okay, so Parker, Katsu,
Mhm.
you have passed that hole and you have continued following the tracks, and you see the cobalt tracks also sprinkled into the primordials, and they just end at this expanse of water, seemingly an underground reservoir. As you kind of hold the torch out over the water, it just expands into the darkness.
Fucking ReZero sounds.
Yeah. I know.
And so you don't see any primordials.
I don't
And
see anything.
there's just stalactites, stalagmites. It looks like wherever this is. Okay, yeah, so you're holding the torch out, and you would actually
Mhm.
see in the far distance, you kind of hold the torch away from the water, and past, with the light of the torch kind of out of your way, you actually see that there is a small flickering on a landmass beyond, deeper, past the water, and it's just looks like the flickering of torchlight, kind of like yours. You can't see what's there because whatever's there is obstructed by stalactites, stalagmites, but yeah, you were in this place.
Okay. I'd like to put out my torch and just watch this torch for a minute or two. See if I can see anything moving with the light, see if I see anything else, but I would like to do it discreetly and carefully.
Yeah. You snuff the torch, and you see the light continue to bounce off the walls of the caves and of the cave, and you see it casting shadows across some of these stalactites hanging from the ceiling, and you just kind of stand there for a moment to observe.
Do I notice?
You're so funny, patron.
Oh God. Hmm.
Mine! It's mine!
Yeah, Smeagol. Hang on. There we go. He doesn't say that. It's not in this universe. Not in this universe. Different universe.
Of course not. Of course not.
Okay. After some time, I guess I've gleaned enough. I think I got a vibe of what's down here and what's going on. I will carefully make my way back.
Yeah, you do so. Easily enough. Past the hole. Over the tracks. You make sure not to step in any of the guar. And you find your way back to the light of the campsite that is now very much wavering and almost snuffed. It's like more smoke at this point than light.
Pretty.
And you
do I think other
Alex's
people
laser watching you come back.
Do I think everyone else has gotten enough rest at this point, or they'll likely need some more time?
That's up to you.
I relight the torch and stand watch, so I don't cuck anyone out of a long rest.
You do so, and everyone else continues their rest until Katsu, you begin to see the light reflecting off the snow outside, and it is morning, and people just sleeping calmly.
All right. Once people are up, I will begin to tell them of what happened.
Who do you wake up?
Yeah, who would I wake up first? I guess Brelikk, because he's kind of perceived as the one who knows what's going on beyond what the rest of us have learned.
He's the one who knows what's going on. You wake
He doesn't
up
know
first.
everything, but like if anyone knows, I would expect it to be him, probably.
That's funny.
Yeah, I wake him up. Brelikk, you must awake.
How would Brelikk react to being jostled away? Has not happened yet. Like, eyes, like, shoot open. As you jostle him awake, he goes, what is it?
I ventured further into the cave and heard awful singing. There's something down there. I believe to be a kobold and more of those things, those primordials. I seem like I've been dying to get this information out, but I've been
Gotcha.
for people.
Yeah.
A little bit of smoke comes out of his mouth as he huffs for anticipation.
Brelikk rubs an eye in hopes that it might be a dream, and is like, all right. And gets up, but first
he's so done. Yeah. 140 hit points. Holy shit!
I have 140. I have 141 hit points.
Yeah, that guy needed that.
I needed that fucking long rest.
That's value, baby.
Yeah.
That's value, baby.
But yeah, Brelikk will get up and ready himself to go into deeper into the cave. But he will turn to you and say, "You should definitely wake the others."
I will begin to wake the others. I'll take any sort. I'll take the kettle and just like bash something against it loudly as I walk around the camp, waking people up.
Oh my god.
Just take like a wooden spoon or whatever I happen to have, and just clang, clang, clang.
On like the third clang, you see appearing out of seemingly nowhere, which you later figure out is the hut. You see Consul Corneth come out with incredible bedhead. Would you turn off that rocket?
It is time to get up. There's
I
much to do.
need sleep.
Rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. We have work to
10
do.
more. You hear from the bubble.
Go out of the bubble.
You are disturbing my patron inside of his bed.
Rowan-
Would you
Rowan-
please quiet down?
Rolland comes back into the cave after like a jog. And's like, "Oh, what? You guys are just getting up?" Like,
Fuck you.
Fuck you. There's no
Yeah,
way you
yeah.
went
I'm
for a,
kidding.
you went for a jog out in the fucking blizzard? Yeah, sure.
I have a ring of warming.
I'm not cold, bro. I'm not cold.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just find
He's
it
coping,
rewarding,
he's coping,
you know?
he's coping.
Roland wakes up to cold showers and
He's coping. He's coping.
Roland, you
Cold
would,
showers are
note,
based.
you would note that even with this ring of warmth, whatever you were, the skeleton was wearing it, and he's frozen into the wall. So you got that. You have that frame of reference as well.
For sure.
You may not be cold, but you may not
Just
feel
be a
cold.
comfort thing, yeah.
So everyone generally wakes up on their own terms, stretches a bit, gets their wits about them. Katsu seems a little paranoid about something, a little insistent, saying that he's gone deeper into the cave and he hears singing. As you are sitting there now and you listen, you don't hear anything, but he seems convinced. And as of now, Katsu's been more or less, like a carefree kind of fellow.
Composed.
Yeah.
Before, like, for the whole morning routine and everything, Brelikk would like to do something. Does he know anyone in the party that he would go up to I'm trying to remember who would have identify. I can't remember.
I would.
I'd go up to Khanek, I guess. Yeah. And I would ask him, I picked up this blade. Would you mind identifying it for me?
Sure. Ritual cast.
Sword of Aewa. So
10 minutes pass. You said that this is the sword, yeah?
Yeah, the celestial longsword.
Yeah.
I want those stats now, John.
Okay, Matt.
John's like,
let me guess, it requires
wanna give the
attunement.
player the stats.
You're goddamn right.
Also,
Requires
why did you guys make the
attunements.
Stormracer require attunement?
Fuck you. Less items for you.
I literally just noticed that today.
So, Cannon, which
Wait,
items
Cannon,
do you
your other
require
sword
attunement?
is an attunement?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Wait.
Cannon, aka
Don't point that out.
misdoing his character sheet for the last like 30 sessions.
Careful, Cannon.
Serpent's Fang.
We're gonna hear a
D&D
scream
item.
if it is attunement required.
There's no way it's not attunement.
It's from Candlekeep, page
Uh-huh.
98. It does not require attunement.
Pog.
Wow, Cannon.
I knew it!
Fuck up his sheet
That's
for
why I
you.
was like, why the fuck was the Stormracer require attunement?
Cannon, which items are you attuned to?
Fuck you.
Just the Serpent's Fang. I'm not attuned to like the honey pot. I don't even know if that required attunement. If it did, that'd be like actually crazy. That's what I'm saying. Anyways,
That's crazy.
The players are
Damn, that's
complaining
crazy.
about too many magic items.
I don't know if
You've done
this
your job well.
Harry does this. I don't have this Golden Fang yet, so I don't know if it requires attunement.
Correct.
It does.
Opposite of classmate.
The Golden Fang does require attunement.
So,
The
Cannon, which
Clockwork
items are you gonna
Defense
choose
stuff?
to attune to then? You can only
Oh, I do have it
three,
in my
so-
inventory now.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
I see. Wait, no, Jack. I'm not out of items.
No. Which 3 are you gonna choose though when you choose?
What do you
to
mean?
attune?
There's no choice. There's
Oh,
no choice. I'm
do you
good.
mean?
I'm chilling.
You have
Being
3 perfectly
chilling.
that you can attune to.
I guess.
Like I have other items in my inventory, but I'm not gonna like I have this black sickle that I offered to people, but no one wants
No,
to
I know.
use
I
it.
was just curious. Which 3 attunement items are you gonna use that require?
Well, I guess I have to attune to the Storm Razor now that I know it's attunement.
You have to.
I simply must.
You get to,
I
Canon. Let's
must.
start using positive language.
Refuse.
Matt,
Everyone
I
is my
didn't
enemy.
Let's change our perspective on the
I
matter.
guess the Gold
Just give it to
Fang,
me.
and then I still have like one slot open technically. Like, so
Right.
I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess so.
Sword.
Okay.
I have to attune to this.
Yeah, you do. Typically, you're already kind of attuned if you want to be. So.
The-
I'd say you would have attuned last night for sure, Matt. So you.
Oh, you son of a fucking bitch. Fuck you.
Do you not want to attune to it?
No, I'm reading the description right now.
Oh.
I'm assuming Khanek would then also know the blade as well because he's the one that identified it.
I would know the blade.
Sword of Aewa. No attunement required.
Sort of ouchie ooh.
Sword of
yes.
Vengeance.
Sword of Vengeance is the item.
Oh my.
Damn. That would have been
What's your
perfect
problem,
for
Matt?
Roland.
Yeah, I don't see the problem here.
So what do you not want me?
Hopefully
to know
this
what
isn't
the
a
item is?
cursed item, Matt.
It's a nice
Did you
plus
know-
2 weapon.
Identify does not identify curses.
It is true.
I'm trying to. I'm reading the curse right now. Hold on.
Oh, it's cursed! Oh my god!
Whoa! I know.
Whoa,
what
spoilers, Matt.
is. What?
Oh.
John.
Was there something that I wasn't aware of? Because I was on it. It was on a hide. I don't know why he's able to see it.
I don't know either, but it's okay. Yes, the item is cursed.
Wait, let me see the item.
Jack wants
I
to know.
identified it.
Can you see any more, Matt?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can you see the curse description anymore?
I
No.
still can.
Okay, that's
You
weird.
shouldn't be able to. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I already read everything about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You son
It
of a
doesn't
You
bitch.
wouldn't be
matter.
a
He can
filthy
say
metagamer,
anything.
would you?
You would be a filthy metagamer, would you,
Observer.
Mike?
There you go, Jack.
I got the feeling it was cursed anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty heavy-handed about it.
Random statue out in the woods. What could go wrong?
In my mind, I can do speedrun strats. In practice, I
Yes, you know it is the Sword of Vengeance.
Oh, this
Hmm.
is the one that was from the list. Okay.
I'm tempted.
Very sexy. Could give it to us.
You finish identifying this item, and Katsu looks at the both of you, like, insistently.
Here, wait, let me,
Yeah.
here, wait, let me,
Wait, so we don't know the curse?
You don't know the curse.
You don't know the curse
Oh.
based on identify yet. That's how it
Mm.
works. I don't know why you were able to see it. There is a function in Foundry that I was trying to use, but
Reveal and hide. I cycled through both, and he was able to see them both anyway. So
yeah, I don't know what that was. I tried to test it on his end, but it doesn't really matter. It's really not a big deal.
But I mean, because Jack identified it, would he be able to tell it's cursed?
you would not.
No,
He would not.
Nope.
Ah.
it's not how curses work. Yeah,
Seems this is just a +1 sword.
+2.
plus
+2
two.
sword.
+2? That's crazy. I'm kidding.
Cannon's horny.
Cool. I get to use this and my shield.
Right. I didn't even think about that.
I have to unattune from Oh no, I don't actually. Wait, will this work? Okay, I know what to do.
Brelikk equips a very large golden shield, one which was fashioned by... Hey there, Captain Klaus here. Wait, where are we going? Further into the cave, you say?
I would like to, yes.
This is because of Katsu's revelations, of course. Okay.
Isn't that the exact opposite way of where we're supposed to be going?
I pull a card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was 2 coins and then back up on top. The 7 of chalices reversed.
Reversed.
Means nothing.
I don't understand how tarot decks work.
Chalice. Of
You
course.
never will.
Further in the cave, we will find what we're seeking. But there will be hardship in the reverse.
Yeah.
I think Katsu has also foreseen the future. We should follow in this. And then in my head, Katsu has now been elevated in my head because he also sees the future.
I know
7
things.
7 chalices. His feathered wing kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We got 2 hands.
There are 8 of us here. What does
But
that
only
mean?
7 living organic creatures. I look over at the robot.
Now there's
You don't
Oh.
count. You don't count, Alex.
Warforged are not considered in prophecies of future, I suppose?
Or rather, normal living creatures.
I see. Well, I suppose if it's been foretold, we can check out a little bit deeper. I wouldn't want to... I wouldn't want to upset the wheel of time.
Oh.
Very cool.
7 of chalices as well. They call it
Yeah.
cups in this set.
Yes, but mine's like
Oh, look at
cups
yours.
is what it normally is. Mine does.
Yours
looks
is
a
all
lot-
nice and happy.
That looks a
My
lot happier, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
my,
this-
my entire one is like gothic, like they're supposed to be corrupted tarot cards, where it's the display is the reverse for all of them.
Well, the art of that card does look rather nice. Let's go. Lead the way, Katsu.
Okay. I begin heading down and say, this isn't something we must do, but something awful is down there. Those things we fought before, there's more of them.
I stumble out of the bubble. What are we doing?
Prepare yourself for battle!
Fly, Kev, fly!
Oh.
I draw my swords. Okay.
And who leads the way? Katsu leads the way. Brelikk, do
Oh,
fall
yeah,
in behind.
assumingly Katsu.
I ask everyone, is everyone ready for a fight similar to what we had yesterday?
Oh, is there a sorry to
Short
interrupt,
rest.
but is there a sheet for the boots I got? The
Did you identify them?
heating boots? Yeah, sure. Well, yeah. We'll zoop, zoop, zoop.
See, this is why. This is probably why I stopped requiring it in the first place.
Oh boy, I love
I-
ritual
I would
casting.
say no. I would say you had enough time to do it for the sword, since that's what you
I
took
did it
time
at
doing for.
nighttime because I had
Okay, you did it
time I
before
left over.
bed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you specify
Yeah.
that next time.
Okay, no problem, homie. Now that we're all aware.
Now that
I
we're all on
assumed
the
that
same
I
page.
just
I
assumed
love
I just knew what it
precedence.
was because I immediately put it on and then like I was like, oh, so I thought it was like a low level just like heating boots of heating magic or some shit.
Oh yeah, that might be
Um,
what they are, Jack.
If that is the name, that
they're
would be
rocket boots, Jack.
Boots
Duh,
of
you
war.
can fly
No,
now.
I already have rocket boots, the Stride Spring, but I don't have them equipped or attuned.
That is
I need to
true.
check the
Uh-huh.
attunement status of this item to decide if I will attune to it because I am at my 3 attunement slots.
Thank
'Cause I
you,
keep
Matt.
track of my character sheet.
Yes, I love restrictive gameplay choices.
Marshall's preparing for combat, like doing crit math.
If I crit twice.
Damn, plus 39, crazy.
More damage than if I crit with the Archon Blade.
Damn, crazy. Okay.
Imagine.
Work on these nuts.
Okay. Damn.
Jesus.
All right, so you guys head down further into the cave, deeper, your footsteps echoing through the darkness. The light of the hole in the cave is now pouring in from the outside world. Still snow falling through, and as you all approach this area, you see tracks of primordials and little reptilian footprints. For anyone wanting to make a survival check here, you can, or as you continue following these tracks.
Sure, someone else is a better tracker than I am.
Who's the
I'm
tracker?
Okay. I could take a look, I guess.
I just look at the captain as if to indicate, like, I think you might be the best tracker here. Just give him that kind of look, like, fuck are you asking, man?
You want me to go? You want me to give it a shot, boy? Okay.
I give him the help action. I'd like to examine the tracks as well, but
yeah,
he can make the check. So I try to give him advantage with help.
Yes. Where are we? The tundra, icy bluffs. Captain Klaus.
Klaus, man.
I don't know what is.
Klaus, man.
The Klaus man.
Oh my god.
The Klaus, man.
Ja.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Klaus, man.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
You got 14.
Oof. With advantage.
Well, they're definitely primordials. Can't say they look too recent, but yeah, maybe a few days old, I would say.
Well,
Past that, I don't
we wish-
know. Looks like there's a kobold with them.
What? I had a feeling.
Hold
as
on,
such.
let me see.
There you go. Oh, you're no longer exhausted yet, by the way. So.
Oh fuck yeah.
Hey.
Rolland, as he's saying these things, yep, checks out, and you say, because you remember, you were actually part of the tracking group that followed the primordials in the first place. These tracks match those specifically, like the patterns and the.
Oh, like
splotches
okay,
that
so
they
this
left
could
behind.
this is the path they took to get here, basically.
You imagine this could be.
Yeah.
Where they stayed, their Airbnb, if you will.
I hate.
It's funny we killed them and then took their home, or at least their little hideout.
Ah, of course, a paladin loves gentrification.
What's that? The British soldiers are like, you have to house me.
And you
that's a
continue onward after making this revelation, and you also come to a darker place in the deeper into the cave. It is similar to how you remember it at nighttime, Katsu, as this is just deeper, past away from the light of the world. Stalactites hanging from the ceiling and stalagmites shooting out of the ground in this dark bluey snow place. The tracks leading off into what looks like an underground reservoir. Though the water is not frozen, you would note. The water is still just kind of, lapping about. And the path just descends into what you imagine some very cold conditions. But Katsu, the light that you saw last night is still flickering over there, but you do not see... or you do not hear anything.
Okay. I point everyone out to it and say, there, across the lake. It is like a lake, like a big underground pond of water. Across the lake, there's something there.
Do I have anything to get across? Well, do you all have anything to get across? As he just like...
Mike, do you want to use creation?
I could go.
How big is the lake?
I think I have. Hold on. I think it's finally time. I know I got one of these items. I think.
I don't believe.
No, Mike can use his 5th level spell.
It's high time Matt pulls out the canoe from Kelside and
Yeah.
Oh god.
From the robe of useful items.
No way.
Oh,
what?
wow.
That's a thing?
Yeah, he has a canoe in there.
Don't you remember
a rowboat, bro?
what's it called? Yeah, I think one of the things
What the
we
fuck?
we rolled the patches so long ago. I think one of them was a rowboat. I can't remember.
I don't remember
I don't think
at
we
all.
ever rolled, so why don't you go
yeah.
ahead and roll now?
You want me to
I
roll
don't-
now?
I don't,
Okay.
I don't think we ever rolled. I'll be honest
Okay,
with you.
that's fine. 44 patches.
Realistically, we were giving those robes
Oh.
away. I mean, there's only profit.
That
on
was
them.
from Cistern.
So
That
Yeah.
was from
Fir-
Cistern.
first I'm gonna roll for how many extra patches I have. So it's
Mm-hmm.
roll 4d4, 13 patches.
Oh, only 3 from the max. That's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go ahead, Matt.
Cool. So then that's what? Roll 13
Jesus Christ,
d100s.
13, holy shit.
I guess so. Yep.
And
Oh
then
my
we'll look at 'em
God.
all.
All right. Let's see this. Do you have a rowboat?
That has to be like
69
okay,
to 75.
There's a 69 in there.
There's a 69.
There's a rowboat.
There's a
There
rowboat.
is one
Okay,
rowboat.
I'm gonna screenshot this and put it in the.
Yeah. That's so
I'm gonna
funny.
Your
screenshot this,
journal
put
or
this in
something.
the in the
your-
journal, so
in
I
your notes,
have
yeah.
it.
I'll
Yeah.
type out what else you get in that thing, so I'll just do that.
Thank you.
while I'm- 'cause
That's
it's
hilarious.
No portable RAM, as far as I can tell.
Unfortunate.
I hope you enjoy your 2 mastiffs.
As Brelikk just pulls out
Yeah,
like a
I'm
little
stiff.
blanket with a little patchwork, almost look like a little patchwork blanket, but it's, ropes.
Four?
And he just starts pulling on one of the patches, and
Mhm.
as he pulls, it's just like he's just like pulling a boat out of it, and just yanks it, and it's like hovering in the air for a second, then splooshes in the water and just slowly, settles itself. And Brelikk just looks at the rest of the party.
Matt, roll a D3 for me.
A D3.
Yeah.
Where did he get that?
Weird.
The D3?
A first level spell scroll.
Cool.
Oh, is that what one of
Yeah.
the things is?
Yep.
How many
Okay,
people
I'll
can
put
fit
that-
in a
I'll-
rowboat?
I'm gonna
I
put
wonder?
that in the.
Probably 4 to
That's what I'm
6.
wondering.
Depending on how big the robot is, probably like 4 to 6, right?
Yeah, it's looks like a lot of benches actually.
So the captain looks at me and goes, "Where did you get that?"
2 crew and 2 passengers. Yep.
Brelikk would just like look over and go, "I've been holding on to it just in case from a while ago."
Well, it's a good thing you did. I don't need to go in there, but be good for the rest of you. Brelikk is probably hopping in.
Mm-hmm.
All aboard?
I can fly.
Okay. Yeah. And you can cast fly on other people, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
just me, I think.
Oh, okay. So that's Brelikk, Katsu,
If you're a dead body, though, I can levitate you.
Oh,
Khanek, do you want to accompany them in the rowboat, or would you have your own method
I'll
of
go
travel?
on the rowboat.
Okay.
Mhm.
Roland, how about you?
I mean, so is there not enough space for everyone then?
well, how is Alex gonna fit on a rowboat?
Yeah,
and
Yeah, you're gonna have to fly that fucker.
Dude, you can't pick Alex up. He's fucking probably like
Yeah.
1 ton of fucking metal, dude.
yeah,
Alex just red laser looking
Fuck
around
you
at
for this
everyone.
decision, Will.
Unless we have any kind of magical utility at our disposal, I think
Put him in the
your
ring.
very heavy set friend will have to stay behind.
yeah, but you said
Not Katsu. Fucking Mike, how come I can never remember your character's name?
How far? Like,
Kev.
Because they all start with K.
Yeah.
How long would you say this little lake is? How far down does it go?
Deep? Depth?
Like-
You have 120 feet.
Like length.
Sheesh.
Oh, length.
Yeah.
You imagine he's like 100 feet. The island that the flickering is on is like 100 feet away.
it's not that far. But
No, yeah.
if we can't all get there quicker than one of us is stranded and something happens, then that could be very bad.
I got nothing for.
Kev,
Aewa.
can you put Alex in your ring?
I would really rather not do that. If we could find another way to do that. As a last resort, sure.
All right, fair enough. Anyone
Why can't
bring
we just
Tensu's
free
floating
fly on
disc?
him?
You can put people in your ring.
A long story.
One I would like to hear,
dude,
certainly.
What else?
I don't
we
have
got?
anything.
So you can take 4 party members. Kev can fly, and
The other guy can
Captain
fly.
Klaus can fly. So it's just Corinth and Alex, basically.
I could use some help, yes.
Can
Or I can wait here. I mean, I don't mind. It's something.
Can I hold Corinth while I'm flying?
Make an athletics check. Would you talk to him about it at all before you want to check? Or are you just like groping him all of a sudden?
Corinth, I can help you out.
He's an elf, so.
Oh, I'm actually quite light, so I think you'd be able to carry me. I think that works out.
I carry him like a wedding, you know, like
Like Spider-Man with Mary Jane.
Just
Yeah.
fireman carry.
while
Athletics
I'm on
check.
dry ground.
Yeah.
I start carrying him
Mm-hmm.
so I don't drop him in the water. Athletics.
That would be hilarious.
All right, it's a +0. Let's go.
Yeah, easily enough. He's pretty light, and you feel like pretty good after you're rested. Kev, you summon this strength that you didn't know you had, and
Whoa.
you carry him off the ground.
Yes,
Brelikk, you're impressed, and
by the
you take a
way.
note of this.
Hmm?
You're impressed by Kev's physical prowess in carrying elves.
Damn. Hmm.
Just a grunt from the boat.
A grunt of approval.
Mhm. So then it's just Alex. So, do we leave the big fella behind?
You might have to.
What the fuck?
Okay, just carry him in your ring. Just bring him in the ring.
No, because then we lose the ring
We
feature.
lose it. It's a once a day.
It's
Fine.
once a day? I thought it was proficiency per day.
Okay,
No.
Okay, can Alex
My
just
God.
walk through the water? Is it shallow enough that we didn't even
Alex
test it?
swim.
Can we walk through the water? Is it even?
Is
like,
there a second boat pad?
single
He just
feet?
transforms into a tiny submarine. No.
Dive.
Yeah, can Alex transform?
No.
Transformers.
He's not a
It's
druid.
shame meets the eye.
So
We polymorph him into a fish.
you could polymorph. That might help.
Are
Problem
we
solving
down
and
for
shit.
that?
It's up to you guys.
Does somebody have polymorph?
I
You don't remember
Yeah.
Gorelick?
I have poly.
Yeah, but I don't. Wasting polymorph on movement is shit. Like,
Yeah, but like, okay, do we want our heel bitch robot, or do we want one use of polymorph or one use of ring?
can we first attempt
Hold
the
on.
Alex walks through the bottom of the
Let's
ocean
make a
strategy?
pros and cons chart of this.
Honestly, if we're having
Here's the
such a
thing:
hard
he doesn't
time-
need to breathe, even if it's too deep. What if he just walks through the entire bottom?
True. And I'm assuming
He doesn't need to breathe.
he's
He's
waterproof.
not immune to the cold.
Yeah,
The
but he's immune to
cold?
water.
Yeah, the cold. You know,
I touch Harry.
like
I go
you're
touch
jumping
the
into
water.
the water in Antarctic. It's freezing.
Harry, I go touch the water. How cold is it?
It's freezing. It's
We
Oh.
can always give him one of those rings of heating.
Yeah. Take off your boots.
We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
solve this
Harry,
anyway. That
when I
isn't a
touch
fourth
the
level
water-
spell.
When I touch the water and I have this ring on, how does it feel?
well, you're.
We will
Oh.
solve this anyway. That isn't. A fourth level spell.
Let's think about
Harold.
this.
Harry's like, "Oh no, what have I
I
done?"
see John typing right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the description specifically. I believe
Matt
it
made
does.
off like a fucking bandit, is all I'm going to say. You know how much that rope was that we charged him? 50 gold. You guys should have bought this.
Well, that's what we do, you know.
Oh, my
Oh yeah,
God.
Matt rolled
But
really
where
well, so
would
we should
we-
have bought it. Imagine if we got fucked and we rolled like a 4. Fuck you.
True.
A 4 is good.
A 4 is good.
Canon resents the dice rolls.
No, I mean a 4 and how many patches there are, you fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your
Ring-
4
Oh,
letters aren't good enough.
4 letters are good. Shut
So,
the fuck up. Shut the
your finger still feels warm when you dip it beneath the water.
Pog.
And you see a little
I
bit of
mean-
steam coming out of the water.
Alex, put this on. And I,
Alex
like,
looks at you.
please extend your arm or hand to me.
Mm.
Would you do me the honor? Okay.
He's using ceremony to marry him so he can cross the water.
Alex
without-
slowly retracts his hand.
no, I jest. Here.
Extends.
And I put the ring on him. I say, it worked instantly for me. It should do the same for you.
You see
Please try and enter the water. See how it feels.
the ring gets slipped onto his finger, and you see the snow that's on his shoulders and on his metal exterior just begin to melt slowly. And the water kind of drips off his exterior, and he kind
Will's
of.
gonna be like, why the fuck did I have to walk through the bottom of this frozen lake for you assholes?
So okay, the only issue is you don't really know how deep this is.
Yeah, it doesn't
And
matter.
because he's
There's
not
an
gonna float.
aboleth.
He's not
There's
gonna
an
float.
aboleth.
I'll tell you that right now.
Unless there's an aboleth.
There
down
is
there,
one flaw in this plan.
All right, guys, we tie our ropes together, and if it ever goes
You
taut, we
could
know
tie a
he's...
rope to him and then pull and then yank him up potentially.
Just chug.
Okay,
Pull him through
yeah.
the bottom of the
I'll
water.
have him like here, like tie this around your waist, and we'll know, or just attach it to your belt or something, and we'll know if you're more than 50 feet down.
Okay. And if he's more than 50 feet down, you're going down with him.
Well, no, then we attach another rope.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Flawless plan. He's not even here, guys.
Yeah.
No, let's use him as an anchor.
That's your fault for making us deal with it.
Anchor. No, this is great.
Drop.
I love water situations.
Water shenanigans.
Water levels.
We haven't had one of these since the alchemy jug.
Wait, realistically,
Yeah,
Roland could have just
true.
swam, right?
Huh?
Damn, I was gonna
his
turn
hand
him
is
into
too
a
big.
dinosaur, but all right.
Yeah, Warforged do have swim speed, but because Will wanted to be bigger, I feel like
Warforged have a swim speed?
probably, right? I
And
imagine. Do Warforged have
I don't think so.
swim speed? Either way, I feel
There are
like it
things
would
called
be
shifters, which can have swim speeds or fly speeds.
Hang on. Speed 30.
What could have been?
I do not see anything on their sheet for it actually. So, yeah. Anyway, he's super heavy, so feasibly, I don't think they would have the capacity to do that if they're that heavy. So, especially when he's full of beer, and his beer is gonna get displaced when he gets in the water, but we won't have that have any mechanical ramifications. It probably just turns back into beer or something like that when he exits.
Amen.
So Alex looks at you guys, and you've tied a rope to him. 4 people are in the boat. Katsu, Rolland, Brelikk, and Khanek. And Kev is carrying Consul Corinth. And
Christ.
I never realized satyrs have such beautiful eyes.
and
I don't swing that way.
you drop it.
I don't either.
Into the water.
And you set sail. Brelikk, you would note that this rowboat that you have brandished from this robe of useful items, had to have come from somewhere. Like someone infused the boat, into the robe theoretically before it was sold to you. And the boat, it looks to be of heritage making. It reminds you of the one that you saw in the tattered pelt in Gale. And just super sturdy wood from a time when your land still had trees.
Yeah.
But it's left over, and so it floats very well, seats very comfortably. Looks pretty old and weathered, but still does the job. And you have oars, and you begin paddling out.
Yeah, cool.
Row. Row.
I'd like to row the boat with as much force as humanly possible to get us over there as fast as possible.
So we got that one nursery rhyme.
Row your boat.
Row your boat.
Gently down the
gently
stream.
across the stream.
So you're moving
Merrily,
through
merrily,
this
merrily.
cavern, and Kev, you're flying past them. Captain Klaus with you, making sure not to go ahead, really. And within about 5 minutes, you guys are all at the other side, arriving together, trying to. And you set Corinth down, Kev.
Oh.
Captain Klaus steps down next to you, and Alex would have stepped into the water, and as he did so, it's like as the rope descends beneath the surface, and you can constantly see just some bubbles bubbling up.
Oh, Will's here just when his character is getting killed.
Perfect
You son of a bitch, Will.
I stopped watching the tree for 1 second. I'm dying.
No.
You fell in the water.
Well,
and
kind of.
We have shenanigans.
Well, kinda.
No.
We didn't want to safely. We didn't want to use any resources on you, so instead you're walking on the bottom of a nearly frozen lake.
Uh huh.
But
Yeah.
but Rolland gave you a ring that keeps you warm, and as you enter the water,
So you're not gonna take cold damage.
as you entered the water started like bubbling and sizzling, and you still feel warm generally, but you can feel like the coldness around you still.
I get you. So you didn't want to use a resource on me? Yeah, I'll think about that when I'm deciding if I want to use resources on any of you.
I offered to use a polymorph, but this seemed way funnier.
All right, that's
It's
fine.
just as effective.
Pretty funny.
I was gonna turn you into a
Some
dinosaur.
creature at the
tail.
bottom.
Doesn't someone have
creature at the
creation?
bottom of the ocean.
Doesn't someone
so
have
many things to do
creation?
Yeah, Mike
have-
has it once a day.
Yeah, it's a
We have the
5 by
ring with
5
the
foot
polymorph,
fucking
like-
thing.
Yeah,
I'm like
it's called a fucking
cube.
boat.
Don't catch me ever using my fire breath again. I only get it once a day after all.
If a creature eats me at the bottom of this ocean, I swear.
Yeah, I did
They
say
have a
the
rope,
one
so you
flaw is that they don't know how far down you'll go, but they tied rope to you, so that they're gonna.
Fine.
Yeah,
What, 60
I'd like,
feet of
I'd like
rope?
to. I'd like
50 feet
to.
actually.
Oh, 50?
Yeah,
So-
I would like to be the one holding onto the rope,
Okay.
All right,
sure.
just in case anything bad were to happen.
I have
Okay,
I have an
yeah.
8 in
And I
strength.
would
I can
like
only
to-
wield weapons of Aewa.
Yeah.
So, Brelikk, you're paddling off the shoreline, and Alex is sizzling beneath the water. He descends pretty slowly. Nothing major as your rowboat.
Why are
begins
we
paddling
lowering him again?
out into the underground lake? And
Because we'd rather have an anchor than a useful healer.
You could climb back up.
Yeah, climb.
Why don't you use
Yeah, bitch.
creation to create a fucking anchor?
Finger?
What would that do? No,
we don't
barely
we
know
don't
it.
need an anchor.
You don't need an anchor. I'm just-
Okay, so
We
we
need a
don't need an
boat.
anchor.
We need another boat, but my creation is like a 5 by 5 thing, so it's not big enough.
You're useless.
Will's huge.
Yeah, if it was not massive.
If that's the case, I would like to pull. I would like to. I'd like to.
This is a 5th level spell for Mike. That's the reason. Is anyone gonna mention?
Yeah, and I only have 3 of these fucking spells.
Okay, I'll walk at the bottom. It'll be fine.
Right.
Would you like to swim above water? Like I could.
I'm already
pull you up a
down
bit
there. I
more.
might as well keep walking. You know?
I mean, okay.
So
Might as well keep
the boat keeps
cruising
going
there.
at a steady pace. You feel the rope trailing behind you a bit, so you instruct people who are rowing to kind of give Alex some time to catch up.
Slow ass.
And at some point, you're down to the last 10 feet of your rope. Do you have more rope on your person?
This was Cannon's idea.
This was Cannon's idea.
Everyone should have 50 rope. Everyone should have 50 rope, you fucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless they've used it already.
I got.
Unless you
I've
have a
got-
scholar's pack, which is what a warlock gets.
Hold on. I think I got more rope. I think the fucking robe of useful items has.
Or we can just
the
use the
DMs
rope.
Are foiled by
that's-
the robe of useful.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it doesn't come with patches of
We'll
rope.
just
which is
the DMs
weird.
are just like, we'll just make it an infinite depth.
Use 2 of those.
That's my rope.
ladders you got.
Oh yeah, I have 150 feet of rope.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Little do you know that this is the other side of the
Okay,
hole from the
so-
puzzle.
The DMs are like, oh, there's infinite
Okay,
depth.
can't I
Yeah,
just-
you're gonna
like,
fall
Harry, for
upward.
comedic purposes, Will not know what's happening to Alex until after this.
What do you mean? He already knows.
Like,
I'm down there, bro. I know what's happening.
Guys, don't tell Will.
Yeah,
don't tell
what?
Will.
Dude, this would be the funniest thing if I didn't show up. I didn't show up at all, and all
I'm
I
just
get is
saying-
a lone message from Harry saying, "Make a new
Character
character for
type.
next week." And I look back at the bottom, see how I died, and you guys wouldn't use a spell slot on me, and I die because I
No,
sink to the
no.
bottom of the ocean and die.
Okay,
If there's trouble, just tug on the rope.
that's it. No.
Right,
I'm gonna
they,
do
they wouldn't
this.
tell dudes
Can I-
to tug on the rope, yeah, if there's trouble, for sure.
Okay,
would've been
can I
That's
do
what
this
that's
instead?
getting
I don't want him walking at the bottom. I don't know how
Your
deep this is gonna go.
spells,
No,
Someone can
it's too
easily-
late.
It's
too
too
late.
No,
late,
he's
Matt.
down there, man. He's down
The
there.
head
He's
was
down
off
there.
the chess piece, Matthew.
It's already happened.
Do I feel like Titan like oh there's
You're
no
on the
more
last-
length to the rope?
Okay, this is the thing. The moment it begins to tighten, it's all of Alex's weight pulling down on a rowboat. So you want to make sure that you're using the rope before you find out that it's going taut, if that makes sense.
Now pull him up.
I'd like to tie more rope together. So I have 150 feet of rope. I add that to the 50
You just
feet
want
of
to
rope.
add the whole thing, yeah. Good
yeah,
idea.
and I'm like, and then at the very end of that 150 feet of rope, I tie the immovable rod to the end.
Oh!
And I would be like slowly giving him more slack and everything to the rope. It's sort of coiled around the immovable
don't
rod as
understand.
But you would have to click and unclick the rod in order to move it with the boat.
Well, no, it's a rod and it's just tied to the rod and it's
Right.
wrapped around it. So I'm just
Right.
like giving it slack. I'm not
Oh.
clicking the button. I am not clicking the button
Yet.
at all. Yet.
Yeah.
The moment shit hits the fan, I click the button.
Yeah, so
Fine.
you're about
Wait, are we on the other side yet?
no.
I think I am.
It's only
Yeah.
100
Yeah, the
feet.
others are.
Yeah,
As
just make him get to the other side.
you're on this boat
Yeah.
and it gets,
I'm making sure he can get
deeper
to the other side.
and deeper
Oh my god.
and deeper as the bubbles, stop coming to the surface at some point, and the sizzling of the water is not even visible anymore from his new ring. And
The last time we went into a dark, depth cave like this with water was in Theobrand, and that time we met before Argus in the depths. So I wonder if we'll
True.
meet before Argus again here.
This will be fine. Nothing's down there except for Will.
I feel like this would take forever to cross, under the water.
yeah,
It would take so long.
Yeah,
This-
it'd be half movement. 15
by all
feet,
accounts,
or-
I don't know how this idea made it to the final product.
Harry,
This is
here we don't want to spend
yeah.
any resources.
Right,
I guess this is what happens when you don't show up to the session.
Yeah.
Well, at least
they
at least
really
I'm
wanted to bring
trying.
you across.
And now you're too
Will.
far away for me to polymorph.
Well, at least I'm I'm trying.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't
Matt.
have I don't have spells or anything, man.
So
I have-
the rope is twirling, untwirling, Brelikk, with your rolling it as it's going down.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
First 50 feet's up, the one that Rolland gave you. And then
It's a bit concerning.
10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, 10
It's 100, okay?
10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, 10
This
feet.
is an ocean, boys. I
And
just
That's
so you know.
150.
How fucking deep
Did he
is
find
that?
the aboleth yet?
At some point, halfway.
It's as deep as it's going to be 10 feet more than the rope we have because it's determined by the DMs.
Right.
Right.
The water's very deep. And the
Holy shit.
Talk about water deep, am I right?
Hey, oh,
right. you see yourself. You're about just a little over halfway, and
Yeah.
the rod has about 30 feet of rope left.
No.
Oh, it's
And
perfect. Keep
you
going.
just keep rolling it.
Anyone else have?
Keep
Does
rolling
anyone
it.
else have rope? Does anyone else have rope? Anyone else? There was the 50. There was the 50 from Roland. I had
Everyone
100.
has 50 rope except for Mike.
Okay, so I grabbed
Have
Katsu.
any idea what happens if you run out of rope?
I give-
Pull
I
200
grab.
feet of rope of Aewa
He's
through the
got
water.
he's got an immovable
Katsu.
rod.
Think
Yeah.
about this
Don't
life.
worry about it. Don't worry
Katsu.
about it. We're already here, John. Shut the fuck up.
Problem for another
Katsu.
time.
It's
Katsu,
too late now.
Do you give me your rope? Katsu, gotta have your rope, please.
Checking if I have rope.
You guys are gonna be down one robot and a lot of rope.
I have.
Real
Hey, but
quick,
at least you're warm.
I have rope.
My
I can
God.
give you my rope.
I work
Cool.
down here.
Well, you better
at-
bring
we're
back
at
my
200
fucking
We're
ring.
at 250. Khanek, do you have rope?
I do not have rope.
Alex,
I used it to bind the newspapers. Remember?
Alex, do you have rope?
Yeah, if you just drop my rope, it'll float on the
Alex,
surface.
dude.
Oh, just try it to do it yourself, you fuck.
This was
How would I
thought.
give it to myself?
Yeah, it is
Oh my
so. Oh,
You have
so,
to, you
this
have
is
to
how
do
Alex
a
am I to
dot with both
understand? Am I
ropes.
to understand that no one else has rope here? rope.
This is
Mike,
how
use
party kill
creation.
happens.
Mike, use creation to make 200 feet of rope.
Oh my! I'm not using fucking creation for this.
You could.
Fifth level's
I'm not using fucking creation. for
Fuckers.
this.
We've come this
I
far.
blame Roland for not casting fucking
I'm
polymorph.
motherfucker.
Alex.
Roland's the one who came up with this idea. Is the funniest part.
Piece of shit.
Alex,
All right.
you are down in these
Alex,
depths.
You are dead.
You are down in just darkness. At any point, would you have like tried to light the area around you?
Tell me there's an aboleth.
I don't think so.
So just
Alex
a red,
just trusts his party members.
a little
There's
red
just your laser
laser.
like floating around.
Yeah, just a little
I
red
don't.
laser.
This, granted, this is the first. Actually, no. I would have used the light cantrip only because this is the first time I've ever been underwater.
And,
Yep.
and you want to look around, yeah. How far
Yeah.
does light go? Again, it's like
10
30 feet?
30 feet.
Oh, what?
I think it's
I
10,
don't like
right?
that question.
Is it 10?
The light can't. No, dancing lights is 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we can't see that far.
Yeah, no, you can't.
That's whatever.
But the light cantrip is like 30.
Yeah,
It is
So,
what it is.
Alex,
20.
you would have illuminated
20 feet
yourself.
of dim light.
You would have illuminated yourself below the water at some point, and you are stepping, slowly as if like in 0G, down at the bottom of this lake, and this seemingly lake that's going on a steep like decline, and you notice that it's like not what you would think is like a natural decline. It almost looks like you're going down like a curved ridge, and like the curve is going down and down and down. You can see that like there's curvature in the floor, almost like whatever you're walking in is almost like if I'm getting plainer here. If this is like if this is the lake, right? If this is the
Where's the lake?
the it's going like this, like a curve, like a horn almost. Yeah, like going. It's like curving, like a tunnel or something.
Right.
And you're at the bottom. The bottom. You're standing on the floor here, and at some point, you reach a ledge, and you're aware of this ledge, this drop-off point, because you can see it's just like one of those steep sea shelf cliffs that just go straight down, even further than where you currently are. Do you take the step off?
I think Alex thinks back to when he took the step off. When he took the step off the cliff in that like dream thing, and he takes the step off.
Brelikk,
You feel an insane wave start on the side of the rope.
Last
Brelikk,
time
you
he
see
took
the
the step
rod.
off, nothing bad happened, so he would think, "Oh, I step off again."
Brelikk, you see the last 30 feet of the rod unravel like a roll of toilet paper, and
Is this gonna be like how like
it
we all died
immediately
in the
presses
puzzle?
this weight on your arms, and you immediately press the button. Yeah.
Yeah, I pressed the button, and I'm like, okay,
I'm
this was
starting to rust.
And
I immediately start hefting him up.
Good luck while on a boat.
Yeah, I don't. You can.
The boat immediately tips over.
You try to yank on it. It feels like you're yanking on a solid like surface.
How
Like
many
a wall or
feet?
something.
How many feet of rope?
I tried to yank
250.
on the rope, and it feels like a solid surface.
Yeah, like that's how heavy Aelix is.
Brelikk, what's happening? Why did the rope go taut?
I don't know. I think he fell or something.
Fell underwater. What does that mean?
Pause time. Hold on 1 second. I have to look something up, motherfucker.
Yeah. Bet you do.
There's about 250, but he's 250 feet down there.
How the hell?
You
is
see,
that
I
range
jump
this deep?
off the boat and like slap my own chest, and I turn into a giant shark as I enter the water.
Okay.
Oh, now we use polymorph. Now we use polymorph. Look what happened.
We use
Yeah.
polymorph.
Fuck you guys. Fuck.
Canon was forced to use.
Why don't you
polymorph.
polymorph into a giant octopus so you can lift his ass out?
I'm pretty sure giant sharks are bigger than giant octopuses.
Y'all are monkeys.
Parker's getting flashbacks.
This was a great plan.
I
Nice.
hate
It's just
I'll
reminded me
check.
of when we all
I would-
jumped into the pit in the puzzle and like
I would
everyone
hate
died.
to waste
we,
some of my
Jack. You don't
resources.
get to be lumped into that.
Oh no! Yeah, sorry. I don't want to be lumped into that. You
You
fucking
threw the
idiot.
epitome of a 5-year-old child into the. I know
He's
two
like
things.
the
How to
younger
pour
brother
ale
from
and heal people.
Full Metal Alchemist. You know.
Cannon's like, oh, I'd hate to use polymorph to get him easily across the water, but he's like, oh, wait, I can look cool? Jumps off, turns into shark.
I
swims
don't
down to
have
see
any
what's going on.
spells. I don't have the slot.
I'm a paladin. I can't polymorph. I'm a paladin.
I don't have the spells to spare. I'm sorry.
This would be a bad trade deal.
I simply can't do it.
How many spell
This would be
slots
the
at
worst
4th level
trade
do you have, Cannon?
Fourth
Only
level
one.
2, I think.
Oh! That's a good bit.
Why is my fucking...
I'm just checking
Bestiary not
the
working.
drag force of a large shark. Yeah, you're probably good.
This is a giant shark, you know?
What numbers did you pull for the drag force of a shark?
Parker's about to use his
Well, first
degree.
he found the cross-sectional
Parker's using
area.
his degree.
Harry's like, hold on, let me call it University of Massachusetts. like some random researcher. Okay, guys, we're good.
I just confirmed it with my professor. We're good.
I know a guy.
Yeah, so the
There we
rod
go, giant
the
shark.
rod sticks
know
in
a guy.
place, and Aelix, you're you know, being held over the edge of this cliff below the water, 250 feet down, over just this expanse of darkness, and you are
Pretty cool.
wondering what's going on up there, but you're not.
I feel like Aelix is really like interested in the fact that this is the second time in a 2-week period that he has witnessed something attuned to flight, kind of, or because it's like a different kind of flight than floating on the air.
Yeah.
So I think this is he's very interested in.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
of, why this is different than that.
Motherfucker.
We're sending the free will robot into the.
Alright, Harry, I go down. I don't need light. I have blind sight up to 60 feet.
Right? Okay.
I follow the. I just posted the stats
Yeah,
in chat.
sure you do.
You follow the rope.
Fuck
yeah.
you. Fuck you. I follow the rope, and I just eventually, when I get down to the bottom, I
Aelix,
approach
just
Aelix.
out of your light ring, you just see the glint of shark teeth peering in and just entering your sphere of light.
I just
You
kind
don't
of
know
swim
what
up
this
to you
is,
and
but-
inspect you.
You just see it's kind of like wrapped around him, like his torso, and he's just like it's being held up by his arms, you know.
Can I just grab the rope at the bottom and then like bite it so that it like breaks, and then just carry him with my mouth like by the rope?
Do you want to just carry him with the rope attached?
Oh, if I could do that, yeah. That's
This is so fucking convoluted. I'm losing.
This is just like the alchemy jug.
This is literally putting the jug in the
This is
water.
worse.
bro.
What the fuck, dude?
This is only worse
as-
because we're 5 years older and we still haven't learned.
As
But guys, now I have to use my 4th level spell slot.
Do you guys know how many I have of those? I don't wanna use
as
one.
as the rope
It's
is becoming
polymorph instead of wild shape too. Is the funny thing.
Yeah.
as the rope is becoming slack, I start wrapping it around the immovable rod.
Yeah, you do so. As the boat is kind of stopped for the time being while Rolland is swimming his way down there. Yeah. Make an athletics check with advantage, Rolland.
With the shark stats, I actually have a +6 to that.
Damn,
Yeah.
man.
So let's see.
Sharks are athletic. In case you didn't know.
Should I be giving him the help action by pulling on the rope?
Yeah, he has advantage. But you can roll too just to see how, you know.
21.
Yeah. So
I'll
I'll
fucking roll. Why the
it's
hell not?
slow going at first. Yeah, you cut the rope.
Do I get
No, I'm kidding.
advantage?
I'm kidding. You do not. But doesn't seem to matter, thankfully, as Rolland. It's slow going at first, but you lift this hunk of metal, Alex, your fellow bartender, Warforged bartender, up through the dark depths. Alex, we said that whatever ale was displaced from your jug is probably just replaced with ale, you know.
It's very watered down.
Yeah,
ale at this
yeah.
point.
And Rolland surfaces like his shark head, and then Alex just like sitting like on his butt, you know, like on top of Roland's head, as a shark. And you see just like, you know, the expressionless eyes and jaws of a shark just staring up at you, Brelikk and Khanek and Katsu, as it looks like he's got him from here.
Oh shit, a shark. Bonk.
Thank God. I untie all the ropes, redistribute them among everybody, and click the immovable rod again to just let.
I'm just gonna swim.
Wait, but what are we gonna
alongside.
do with? Are we just gonna have him as a shark carry?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what it seems
Okay.
like.
So much easier than
Row.
just whatever the fuck we were doing before.
Row. Everyone begins rowing, and you're a shark, not a dolphin. And then the shark, Rolland the shark is taking Alex. Alex, it's a, you know, you're the wind of the shark taking you to your next destination is blowing off all of the water. You're kind of getting like air dried, and you're still very warm from your ring, more so now than you were down there. And you are kind of just enjoying the ride, you know, looking around, laser scanning the walls. And then you see up ahead the flickering light from a campsite growing more and more close as you dock on the shore next to Kev, Captain Klaus, and Consul Corinth, and then the rowboat soon thereafter with Brelikk, Khanek, and Katsu as you all step ashore on the other side of this underground lake. And you're kind of on one side of these large stalagmites, so they're kind of grown up through the floor, and you can kind of walk around them to see this campsite, because you can see the light flickering through the stalagmites that you're next to, and you don't hear anything still, but as you round the bend to look at this campsite, you see a small kobold in a winter jacket, fur trimmed, poking at the fire with a stick and a little roasted weenie on the end. And we'll end the session there.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Khanek literally like, fuck this.
I think we effectively used the most resources.
we used every resource. We ended up using tons of resources. Instead of just using the one, we had to use all of them.
No, Will. We saved time,
Bro.
That's where you should have punished them, Harry.
Harry, was it all fresh water?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't salt water.
Oh my god. What the fuck? That's huge. What the hell?
Yeah.
Fresh water, goddamn.
Billions of gallons.
Yeah. It is strange that the water is not
salt
frozen.
It is very strange.
But Alex seems generally fine after coming up from there. But you're not sure why.
Good thing sharks are found in the Arctic.
Right.
Good thing tuna's found in the Arctic.
Not back to tuna. They're not.
Harry, I'd like to change it. Can I be a giant shark, but I'm flavored as a giant tuna?
Sure.
Pog.
Well, guys.
By all
have
accounts.
fun. You're proud.
Very productive.
I'm quite not proud of.
I
what was
hate
done
you
here
all.
today. I'll see you all in
Dude,
therapy.
what the fuck happened this session?
Not much.
We really took our time.
You guys looted, rested in a cave, and
You
crossed
looted?
the lake.
You looted
Yeah.
some stuff?
This was a
You
classic.
rested in a cave?
what
This
is it
was a
called? This
classic
was a-
cave session.
This was a class-mated
Transitional.
session for sure.
Like,
This
Yeah.
session actually reminded me of class-mating.
Just one more session of Bedlam.
And now we found the passage to Safeguard. That's where we're
Right.
going, right?
God
Right.
damn it.
Passage
Why,
to Safeguard.
Right, yeah, you got it.
Right.
why the
Yeah.
fuck did we go in the cave?
Because the visions and prophecy and
Council
shit.
Corinth was the voice.
Dude,
actor.
I was
Li-
surprised you weren't saying
literally-
anything about the cave.
I did.
Literally, the vision told us to go to Safeguard, Heritage, and
Forlorn.
and we.
Matt, now you're thinking like a real D&D player.
Why the fuck are we still here?
Because you told
Are
us
we
to go in the
still here?
cave.
Just to
Because-
suffer.
I didn't tell y'all to go in the cave. Katsu wanted to go.
Listen, Katsu
I did
gambled
wanna
on this
go.
being important, so let's see if this is important, guys. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Maybe it is. I believe in Katsu. Don't you guys?
Most of the time wasted was completely avoidable.
Yeah, it was.
It was not his fault, yeah.
It was class-mated by choice.
I was adding all those fucking patches to the description of the item because I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this will be
Dude,
really quick. Like we'll
Brelikk-
roll
Brelikk
roll
was like,
across the
boom.
ocean and stuff.
Brelikk was like, boom,
Rowboat.
solution, rowboat, you know? And then
Yeah, and then
there
I
was
started
one
adding the
thing that
patches
needed to be
thinking-
solved.
And then I was adding fucking the patches to my description and I tuned back in like, bro, what the fuck are we doing?
I hope you guys are happy. I was able to make fish sticks in the time it took.
If you guys didn't want to use resources, you literally could have drained the ale off of Alex's back, sealed it with air, and then we just dragged him from behind. If you really didn't want to waste that many
I don't
resources.
It would have been good if you
Yeah.
were here to tell us that.
Damn.
Damn,
Yeah.
it's
Can Brelikk
not like
think
I
of that,
thought
though?
this.
I'm sorry, yeah, but does Brelikk know physics?
I
Oh,
totally
Brelikk
thought that a
is
random
Brelikk would, see,
cave.
Barbarian.
Brelikk would see a big tank and be like, water floaty.
Yeah, I totally thought when I saw a cave that it would have a fucking lake in it that was deeper than 200 feet.
To be fair to Canon, his idea
That
was
is
only
fucked
bad in the
up.
context that DMs are malicious. Like his idea is only bad in that context.
If this is a real cave,
I strictly said before you did this idea, the only flaw is that you don't know how deep this is. So it wasn't it shouldn't,
It shouldn't come as a surprise.
When Harry says something, because I'll say random shit and it doesn't matter. When Harry says something,
I'm
it's
usually
probably
trying
because
to
it's
tell
relevant.
you something.
The rule of cool does not exist, guys.
Once we
Fan out.
eventually,
Oh, that would have been
Blake's
super
probably
cool.
Wait, Canon, I think this was the rule of cool because it was like,
I
yeah,
know.
actually the cave is super deep, so I think this is the rule of cool.
Bro.
Hey, it's world versus player.
World
Once
building.
again.
We got a cross though. We're good.
You did.
I'll kill you,
Thank
Mike.
you, Mike.
And now there's a kobold.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You guys are lucky that Alex doesn't understand that this was if this was a human, you guys wouldn't have treated him like this.
We did this for you, Will.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
very
you were
We
a
did this
human
for
size
you.
of the breed down there.
Listen, you chose to be this race.
You chose to be this race and this size.
You chose to be born
Out of
this way.
game, I should never heal you, Cannon. But in game, I have to.
I love you, buddy.
Now Will is forced to play a character that he has a fundamental disconnect with from player to character.
Did you enjoy your bachelorette party, Will?
I guess. I hope
Was it mini golf or was it an escape room, Will?
I mean, honestly, was it like?
video.
Did you think it was fun or no?
Would I have gone my own volition without being the social pressure and social contract of family?
This is on the record.
Probably not.
I mean, did they? I mean, it's at least people you sort of knew, though, right? Like, it wasn't awkward.
No, it wasn't awkward. It's well, I felt a lot of place.
Will,
Yeah, I could
took
imagine.
a time portal back to like a decade ago, and he was like, "Damn."
No, it wasn't like all people from high school, but it was just like those were like the only
wasn't
people
that?
I
I
was
assume
able to,
that's what
like,
it would
talk
have
to.
been. Would have been more of
Nah.
a 5 year ago situation. It's like,
Nah.
oh, this is strange.
I just realized how much bullshit you get, like some of these like restaurants
you
and shit get to
appreciate
get
us
away
more.
with because they're in the city. Because my god,
Yeah.
how overpriced some of this shit was. That mini golf place, like, sure was like aesthetic, but my god, those were the worst holes in mini golf I've ever played in my life. They were the
Was it
same
out-
hole
was
it
over and over
outside
and
by a
over
park?
again.
Was it
Will?
$50 each entry or some shit?
No, it's probably 30
It wasn't
bucks.
cheap.
You gotta shop the
Probably like
deals.
20.
No, it's like at least 30. I went to a mini golf place with Amna, and they were charging $30.
Yeah,
It was-
escape rooms in the city are pretty sometimes expensive.
Oh, escape
too.
rooms are
It's
like
loot.
$50 per person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
those
Like
are
the
expensive.
place was really cool. It was like a Clue library ass inspired like mini golf place
And
with
that's
like
where we'll end the
you know,
session.
a bar
Thanks
and
for
stuff, and like
everybody
everything was
stopping
cool.
by
Like it
this
was like
week.
auto scorecard. Like you
hang
like
on.
every.
Thanks for everybody coming this week to Tragedy of War session 28. We'll be back next weekend with same time, same place. And yeah, thanks for dropping by.